Blood is flying in the air and he asks, "Where the hell am I?" A woman in a cloak stands behind him. "At the beginning, Batman. The beginning of your story." "That's not right. I know the beginning of my story." "Good. Then you should know the player as well." She motions to the fighting down where she continues. "The young hero, leader of the Bat Tribe, hath set." "I know that name." "Like I said, Batman, you know your own story. The Bird Tribe knows what Hath Set will bring to this world. The darkness whispered into his ear. The leaders of the Bird Tribe intend to stop him, Hawkman and Hawkgirl. But they will repeat this cycle for many lives. It has set into motion a war that will span all of human history. The war of the birds and the bats." Batman turns and he walks into a cave. "No, this is all wrong. This is from another story entirely. The two stories are one, don't you see it? Don't you understand? They always have been. Don't you see, when you arrived at this time, pursued by the cosmic horrors, it saw you inspire a tribe of man, all bearing his great symbol. When you died and fell into the time stream, he saw you at the beginning, and Barbados wants to use his ultimate vessel. If you're curious about that story, it's the final crisis story when Batman died. And then I have a video called Batman in Time when he traveled through the time stream. Anyway, let's continue. Batman, the Lost. Batman screams out as he now finds himself in his uniform standing in the desert. He is now in an unknown future, far from the dawn of man and the start of all of this. He knows where he is and what is happening now as he repeats to himself the mantra that keeps him sane. You are trapped in the dark multiverse. You need to find a way out. Many people see Batman and they run to him, calling out for the Batman to save them. And then they are shot down by the Hawk Patrol led by Damian Wayne. Damian looks at him. "I told you not to come back, father." Open fire. As the Hawk Patrol begins to shoot on Batman, he finds himself elsewhere, in the study, telling a story to his granddaughter, Janet. She wakes him up because he fell asleep. But as he tells the story and he continues to go on, she corrects him, telling him what actually happened, until eventually she asks him, "What's wrong, Grandpa?" "This isn't the story that I want to tell anymore." He snaps out of the reality that he is in and he finds himself climbing down a ladder into a cult room where he stands as Bruce Wayne holding a knife. The men in the room exclaim that they are summoning Barbados. He is coming. And with the fire burning around them, Bruce sees the sacrifice and he runs to her side to save her. But as she sits up, she tells him she is destined to die. She is here to help bring Barbados forth. And Batman cries out, "Enough!" He finds himself in an alleyway with spotlights in his eyes and friends nearby. A Green Arrow that he doesn't recognize and a Batgirl that is new. He calls out that he needs to find the dimensional doorway, the dimensional window. And the dark multiverse wants him to go deeper, but he needs to rise up, rise out of the dark multiverse. But with each of these worlds that he falls into, it's another universe in the dark multiverse. He is tumbling, spiraling throughout the entire dark multiverse, and none of these places are happy places. As the Joker gang gets ready to fight, he stands tall, telling them, "I'm not running anymore." And that's what he finds himself in the early days yet again, with his purple forensic gloves and a man falling into a vat of chemicals. He then finds himself as Alan Wayne, overlooking the city of Gotham as a Talon from the Court of the Owls stabs him. He then runs out into the street in a robe, crying out that he is Bruce Wayne. He fights crime with Superman and Wonder Woman. He falls into an open manhole cover as the descent into madness continues. He finds himself in space and then he breaks out of the space station that he is in with Harley Quinn as his granddaughter tells him, "Grandpa, you're messing up the story." Batman begins to realize what's going on. "Like hell I am. I'm getting out of here." And he finds himself in the original story again. "I'm Batman and I am lost in the dark multiverse, but I always win and I will this time. I will find a way out." And his granddaughter shouts, "No!" We find ourselves back in the study with the elderly Bruce Wayne and his granddaughter Janet. "Don't change it, Grandpa. It's too scary that way." "I don't want you to." "It has to change. I have to get to the end." And the granddaughter grabs the book. "I'll show you the goddamn end!" She tears the book out of his hands, jumping to the ceiling with red eyes and long twisted limbs. Batman calls out, "Come down and face me. Behind it all, Bruce. Look behind it. Don't you see?" "I see nothing. I know what you see. Behind it all, you see dark birds and bats working together to shape you from your first case. Beyond it all, you see worlds where you fail fighting as you do now. Fail for doing more. Fail for doing less. You see the dark, empty truth of yourself. The answer to your first and last case." Batman looks around the room until he finds himself in the window. "Where are you?" And the reflection looks back at him smiling. "Oh, I'm right here. You, Barbados, you twist my story. I made your story. I've always been here, right in this window. I saw you when you fell through time, a hero who'd taken my form, made it into a symbol of hope, a perfect wagon, and I shaped you, my tribe. Then the owls, my dark birds, they shaped your history, your family, your life, your city. No, you're a demon. I'm the Bat, Bruce. I am the Bat! Bruce Wayne punches at the window. I am the Bat and I am your father. I made you believe that you could solve your first case. I helped you over and over, made you into the hero that you are. All so you could be my great wagon when I took you. Shut up, I'll get out. No, you won't. You've already been trapped here for years, decades, trapped with me and the truth. Batman leaps out the window shouting, "No!" And in front of him is the entire dark multiverse, the worlds of death and destruction in the name of Batman. And the god of it all, standing over Bruce, is what appears to be Barbatos. Yes, the truth is you are nothing without me. You are plain, less than plain. This place, my realm, is full of worlds created from fears and failings. And you have more than any other hero, my son. Whole galaxy of worlds built on the terrors in your heart. I showed you 3, but there are thousands. People think that you are the hero of humanity. They strive to be you, but look at what you are without my help. The Dark Knights are the real you, Bruce. I plucked the ones that I needed, the darkest ones, and I brought them through the window, just like I came through you years ago. Barbatos shows him the battle that the Justice League is going through right now. Stop. Batman calls out, "No, look at me. Please, I don't want to see. Look at me." And Batman calls out, "Please, I give up." And that's when we return to the prison given to our hero. Grandpa Bruce is sitting in his chair and his granddaughter is waking him up. Grandpa? Sorry, Janet, I must have fallen asleep again. Where was I? You were at the beginning, silly. You were starting over. Of course, dear. It starts with a window and a scream, lost in the dark. Then we see where Batman is actually, bound and drained of his life force at the tower, at the center of the dark multiverse. As Bruce is held in the dark multiverse of the battery fueling the darkness, he begs, "Please, no more." Just then 3 Superman clones lift him up, telling him, "Easy now, we're here to save you. And the good news is, we no longer need you." With Superman coming here and becoming the Great Battery, the Earth is slowly coming within reach. Soon we'll be able to cross over and claim it for ourselves. But we should hurry along and get far away from Superman. It's time to go gently into that good night. Bruce pulls back, taking the glove off of the Batman-themed clone, shouting, "Like hell I am. The real Clark never had any imagination for weapons. If you are his greatest fears of me, then this tech is based off the things that he saw in the Batcave, and I know my own toys well. This gauntlet is called Five-Finger Death Punch, and it's got every color of kryptonite from gold to periwinkle. One makes him sparkly, another's gonna make your flesh dissolve. What I can't really remember is which is which. The question is, how super are you farm boys feeling today?" One of the clones says, "Anything you use will affect your Superman as well. You wouldn't dare." And Bruce stops him, telling him, "You've had me locked up for 30 years. You have no idea what I would do." Bruce then starts shaking his Clark, telling him, "You need to wake up. You're at the center of some raging." But then he stops as the clones push towards him, and Bruce remembers something the Dream told him. "Call me in the place of the Black Sun." He yells out, calling to Dream to help them, and suddenly, poof. Meanwhile, over at the Rock of Eternity, the cosmic center of the multiverse and the home of the great wizard Shazam, Diana, Dr. Fate, and Kendra are holding their own against the Ancient Guardians, and Diana asks, "What monsters are these?" Dr. Fate tells her that they are the personification of the 7 sins. They should be welcoming them. Something isn't right here. Kendra finishes shooting one of the Guardians, stating, "Something's wrong?" Huge surprise! Diana rides another Guardian as it barrels through the doorway, and Kendra yells that she warned them that coming here was going to be a mistake. Diana then swings her sword down, splitting the Guardian's head in half, stating, "By the gods, the only mistake that we can make is not trusting each other." As the Guardian falls, Diana hops off, telling Kendra, "I could use the lasso, but you are my friends. Why are you so certain that we will fail?" Kendra says that Carter left from here when he ventured into the dark. The nth metal here is probably his mace. But as she goes on, Arthur radios in that they discovered something at his location. There's been a murder at the ancient burial ground of Atlantis. As Arthur walks up to the temple of the first king, Orion, he asks one of the fish what he saw. The fish tells him darkness. Those who came blinded them. Who would do this to the sacred temple? Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, looks at the glowing glass and he stabs into it, telling him, "Whoops." Arthur slams his head down, shouting, "I told you before, anyone who touches the tomb is banned from Atlantis forever." Slade tells him, "Go ahead and sue me, I really don't talk to fish, but before you harpoon me, why don't you take a look?" Arthur then looks into the hole and he says, "Gods, a portal?" Slade tells him that he can sense the nth metal down there. Time to sink to new depths, huh? Meanwhile, over at Thanagar Prime, Hal messages Diana, telling her that the Eagles have landed. They are en route to meet with the High Ruler to request whatever the nth metal here is. Diana tells him to make sure he gets it, at all costs. As the Thanagarian guards walk Hal and Mr. Terrific along with the plastic man-egg, Hal says that he still doesn't understand how he didn't know about this place's existence. Mr. Terrific tells Hal that this is what they call a phased presence. This place exists at multiple places at one time. A voice then calls out to the two of them, welcoming them, and says to allow him to introduce himself. His name is Onomar Sin, the ruler of Thanagar Prime. Terrific kneels down, stating, "Lord Sin, we are here on a vital mission. The Earth has been attacked by the Dark Multiverse. We have come seeking." But before he can finish, Onomar says, "The nth metal, I know. I have consumed what we had left. It is now in my cells. For eons, I was the nemesis of the Thanagarian Empire, but now I have taken my rightful place on its throne with the help of my new ally, the most powerful telepath in the universe." Starro pokes out from behind the throne and telepathically yells, "Ha ha! I'm back, losers! You thought I was dead, but I regrew myself from a piece of my own tentacle! Now get this, I no longer need my psychic face spores to control your puny minds, just my will and an eyeball." Mr. Terrific steps up, telling Onomar that he must ignore this psychopath and listen. If Barbados sinks the Earth, everything including him will fall. Onomar laughs, telling him, "That's where you're wrong." A screen appears projecting an image of a giant cannon, and Onomar tells him that the Thanagarians have known about the Dark for eons, which is why they've watched them so closely from this invisible perch and constructed this, the Phoenix Cannon. Fueled by super metals, it is capable of raising the Earth should the legions of the Dark ever cross over there. It is locked onto Earth's core, and it will never change targets. At first, I thought of destroying the Earth and being done with it all, but then I had an idea. And now, thanks to you, you have brought me the final piece that I needed. Take them away and grab the plastic man-egg. One of the guards throws a net over Hal and Mr. Terrific, and as Hal tries to use his ring, he realizes nothing is happening. Starro yells that the ring is not the problem, chump. It's your stupid brain. I have slowed the synapses of your frontal cortex, making it so that you can't even create a full train of thought. Hal shouts, "That's impossible. My will is stronger. I'm going to..." Wait, what was I? Elsewhere, Superman begins to wake up, asking Bruce if he's there. Bruce tells him that he's here and they might be lost in the dark. And then a voice says no, not lost. And then Dream appears before them. Bruce lunges at him, shouting, "Do you realize how long I've been trapped? You did nothing to stop this from happening. Why help now? If you cared so little." Dream waves his hand, sending the two of them through the pages of a book, telling them not to presume what he may or may not care about. He is Daniel, Lord Shaper, the Dream Weaver, the king of the Riddle Realms. Some call him the Sandman. But this story is far more personal for him than they understand. As the light shines, Clark and Bruce find themselves floating into a library. And Clark says that this place feels alien, yet so familiar. Dream tells him that it is because they have been here many times before. Every night when they sleep, they walk through this domain. The place is the Dreaming. This book belongs to Lucian. This section is reserved for stories that have never been told, made from the horrors of the human heart. But slowly they are becoming reality by the doings of Barbados, the Destroyer. These books should be burned. Should this continue, all of the dream will be consumed, and with it, all of the stories. Clark then asks why not just help them fight Barbados, and Dream tells him that he cannot stand beside them, but he can give them something. He takes a pinch of sand and he blows it, stating that he can give them a story. Soon the walls begin to fade, and Dream begins to take the two of them to the World Forge. It is here that he says the dark came from a great spark. The spark created two opposing existences, matter and antimatter, and with them came the brothers to monitor over all that was created, and a third being tasked to watch over what had yet to come. For eons it hammered out universes from the hopes and fears of it all, and the most stable of the worlds rose into the orrery. Though twisted and unstable, a great dragon came to destroy it and return those energies back to the forge. Barbados, this dragon, only knowing of destruction, killed its master, and thus the worlds that should have dissolved lived on, and the forge began to darken. If there is any hope left, it lies in the World Forge, with the last pure, bright metal of possibility before the fires go dark forever. Bruce then asks, what if Barbatos has already turned the forge dark? And Dream says, if it is fully dark, then it is all lost. Whereas I cannot assist you, I can create a passage for travel to the World Forge. If you walk with hope and wonder in your hearts, it will take you there. If not, you will be lost in the infinite vastness of the dark multiverse forever. A light begins to shine and Clark says, alrighty, it's time for us to go. As Clark begins to move, Bruce pulls him back, telling him that he can't. Dream said that he has to hope and wonder. He doesn't have that anymore. Clark shouts, you're Batman, damn it! You give others hope. They see you and they're filled with wonder about what they can achieve. There must be one thing that you can think of. Bruce pauses and then smiles, telling him, Damien. And Clark smiles back as the two walk through the portal. Back at the Rock of Eternity, Diana begins reaching out to everyone but gets no answers. She then asks Dr. Fate if he can sense the mace anywhere, and he tells her yes, faintly. But there's something else. It's on a cosmic scale. I've felt it before, but it is stronger now and it must be coming from something powerful or someone. Diana and Fate look back and they see Kendra standing before the multiversal center, holding something up. Diana looks at it asking, what is it? And Fate yells that it is the astral brain of the Anti-Monitor. If the pure antimatter passes us through the multiverse's center, it could! Kendra shouts, blow up the dark once and for all. The Council of Immortals had trusted her. It's the only way to be sure. Diana runs up telling her to wait, but before she can throw the brain in, she falls to her knees, struggling in pain. Diana asks what's wrong, and then there's a loud rip as blood pours onto the ground. A pair of wings spring out of her back, tearing through her body, and Dr. Fate asks if that is still Kendra. The being standing there tells them no, not Kendra, she is Lady Blackhawk, and all roads lead to darkness. Fate prepares to get them out of there, but before he can finish bringing forth the Unk, there's a crack-a-coom as lightning strikes him. Black Adam then floats down, telling Diana that there will be no saving today. Diana asks why, and he tells her that he is one of the Immortals, as was Kendra. He has lived long enough to know when to fight. So Vandal Savage and himself struck a deal with Barbatos. Now give him the brain, and things will be almost painless. At that time in the Forge of Worlds, Bruce and Clark walk through the portal and they land, and they could see that they are too late. The Forge is dark. Clark says that this can't be how it ends, and Bruce says that Carter swore in his journal that this was supposed to be the place of creation and beginnings. And then a booming voice says, I was wrong, Bruce. The two turn back to see a giant hawk creature and a voice continuing, I am Carter Hall, Dragon of Barbatos, Keeper of the Dark Forge. Each night, a man dreams. He dreams that he was a bird. No, not just a bird. A warrior. One that can fly. And gravity fades. He is truly free. But each night, that dream turns into a nightmare. All of his muscles weaken. His bones ache. Weight returns. The worst part, his wings shrivel and they shed, and in that instant, the man falls. But each night he wakes just before hitting the ground and dying. And then he goes back to the cave that he's been sleeping in. He gets up, adding another mark to the stone wall, keeping track of the days gone by. And just as the man carves in a new mark, he can hear the screeching from them. They're back, but this time the man is ready for them. Each week they come and they take another prisoner. The terrors of the sky, the Manhawks. The prisoners all run and hide, but the man doesn't run. Not anymore. The Manhawk swoops down to grab the man, but the man bashes the Manhawk's head with a stone hammer, thinking to himself that he's been biding his time for this. He's been preparing for this. The others just stand and watch, not reacting for helping, just watching. They are just ghosts. More of the Manhawks fly down, and the man grabs onto one of them, knowing that this is what he was born for. He was born for war! The two stumble to the ground, and the man looks back up, but he sees the other Manhawks flying back up towards their ship. So the man who cannot fly does the only thing that he can, climb. He climbs higher and higher, having the same thoughts of what he's been dreaming about, falling. And every dream he falls. But this time, this particular time, he doesn't. He keeps climbing higher and higher. And just as he reaches the top, he jumps, grabbing onto the flying metal ship. He makes his way through the ship, taking in everything that he's seeing. And as he walks through the armory, he knows that he has seen this place before. He knows this place. Just like he knows those people down below. Somehow this is all familiar, but it's also so very wrong. The walls are filled with the artifacts of death, weapons of torture, a museum of the dead. As the man picks up a mace, he tells himself that this feels so right in his hands, like they belong there. And then it starts. The missing pieces begin to fill in. Things that didn't make sense suddenly do, and he remembers who he is. He knows where he is and who put him here. Just as the man turns back, his captor appears, the Hawkman. The two begin to battle, and the man remembers more of his memories. He received a distress call from Challenger's Mountain. The Challengers were lost in the dark multiverse, and he couldn't find them, but instead, he found the Forge of Worlds. That was what he had been searching for so long. This was the darkness that needed light. He was the man in the Forge of Worlds. All life depended on it. It was his destiny. Nothing could take him away from that, nothing but this nightmare of Manhawks. And the Hawkman tells him, yes, it was I who built this prison. The two of us share thoughts. We know everything about each other. And the man shouts that he is a mistake, a cosmic accident, nothing more. The Hawkman asks him, do you really know who you are or what you've become? You were Carter Hall, the great explorer driven by nothing but discovery and love. Now you're an engine for the end of discovery. You will wither and die, killing all possibilities in your wake. The Hawkman laughs. Maybe I should go after Kendra. Carter Hall screams, no! As he hits the Hawkman with the mace. And he continues to slam that mace down, continuing to slowly remember the pieces. Kendra. He had almost forgotten Kendra. And the more he thinks, the more everything becomes a blur. Carter doesn't know who he is anymore. So instead he becomes rage. He becomes hatred. He becomes the Hawk. Carter wipes the blood from his face, looking down at the Hawkman, knowing something is wrong. He has all the pieces, but there are too many that don't fit. He has spent his life, his lives uncovering mysteries. This place has done something to him, taken something. It's time to take it back. He grabs his wings and he flies. There are so many things that Carter doesn't fully understand right now, and the one thing that he knows for sure is that he is Hawkman, and he is coming home. But as Carter flies, his nightmares come back. He isn't a bird. He is a warrior, one that can fly and gravity fades. He is truly free. Just like the nightmares, the wings shrivel and they fall apart, leaving Carter back to where he once was before, afraid, alone, falling. Gravity returns, pulling him back into the blackness that is below. And this is the state that Carter Hall exists in, as he is currently the destroyer of worlds. In the current age of Gotham City, Barbados sits upon his tower, asking, time yet? The Batman laughs, tells him, yes, my lord. It is time for him to wail. We may have lost Superman's powers, but his voice will shake the strings of the multiverse. The anti-music will bring the hordes of the dark here to this world. Open up and call forth the Dark Army. Barbados lifts his head and slowly begins to open up his mouth, preparing to release the universe-shattering scream. And back in the Forge of Worlds, Superman tells Batman that he can hear something. Some kind of horrible noise. Batman shouts to him that he needs to focus. They need to try and get through to Carter. But as Carter breaks down his hammer, Batman and Superman leap from platform to platform to avoid falling into the great lava pit below. Superman tells him that it's too late for them here. The forge has gone dark. And Batman yells, we can't believe that. Daniel said the metal in this forge would slay Barbados if it was bright. He then runs off the last platform, stating that there is some light left in the metal down there. We just need to get there. Back with Arthur and Deathstroke, the two exit the portal in the downed Atlantis and they arrive in the center of the Earth. Arthur Curry looks at the burning magma contained in the sphere and he says that this is the form of Atlantean technology protecting us from the heat. But it's some kind of hybrid. Deathstroke tells him, look, I can sense the nth metal in this orb. How about we try and figure out how to operate this thing and get on with it? Meanwhile, over on Thanagar Prime, Hal Jordan and Mr. Terrific sit in their cell while Hal tries to concentrate on creating something from his will. But he's still having trouble. Terrific says that Starro is still jamming him. They need to find another way to get Plastic Man. And Hal tells him, yeah, but how? And then a voice whispers to them, funny, you should ask. The two turn back and see a guard standing there and Hal asks him, who are you? And suddenly the man's skin begins to shift and Martian Manhunter appears telling him, I'm just an old friend. Before Hal can ask what he's doing, Jean tells him that they need to get out of here now. He has Dr. Holt's spheres and he can block Starro. Hal's ring begins to flare up and he says that he's gonna kick that space starfish's ass. And Terrific tells him, technically, they don't have an ass. Hal tells him, believe me, I'm gonna find one. Back with Diana, she fights against Black Adam, shouting that he is a traitor, and Black Adam tells her that he's lived long enough to know when to fight and when to deal. Diana knocks him away, and she turns to Kendra, telling her that she needs to break free of Barbados' grip. Listen to her. They need to find Carter's mace. Black Adam blasts Diana through a wall, telling her that there is no mace here. Just accept what is coming. Back at the Forge of Worlds, Carter continues his attack on the two heroes, Batman and Superman, and after narrowly dodging one last hit, Batman tries to reason with Carter once again. While Batman's words somewhat sway Carter, Superman notices a faint light shining underneath the lava. Back over with Diana, she picks herself up from the rubble, and she too sees a small light through a crack in the wall. She takes a closer look, and the light that she sees is coming from Carter's mace that is hanging on the wall. She rips the wall apart to let herself in, and as she grabs it, Black Adam grabs her by the arm, shouting, "That is enough. You have no chance of winning here." She pulls her other arm back, cracking Black Adam across the head with the mace, knocking him to the ground. She looks at the weapon and says, "Huh? I could get used to this." And then there's a gunshot, and as the blood flies through the air, so does Diana's tiara. Footsteps can be heard, and the Batman who laughs steps out with a smoking gun, telling her, "You know, I've met you a lot in my travels. Sometimes we were friends, sometimes we fought. In other cases, we even had children. But I took down their names before I killed them. Some people like to think that the sounds of birth are loud and death are silent. But let me tell you a little secret. Endings are always the loudest of all." Over in the center of the earth, the machine begins to rumble as it turns on, and soon the pure nth metal begins to drip out of the spout. But as Deathstroke takes a closer look, he is struck in the back with a harpoon. And just as Arthur turns, he too is shot in the stomach with a harpoon. They both look up to see Black Manta, and Manta says, "It looks like I know more about this kingdom's secrets than the king himself." Arthur struggles to tell him that he needs to listen. The world is going to sink into darkness if they don't stop this. And Manta tells him, "Yeah, but that's exactly what I want. I made a pact with Barbados." And just as he says that, Murder Machine, Red Death, and the Drowned step out. Back at Thanagar Prime, as Hal, Terrific, and Jean charge through a group of guards, Starro screams in pain. Terrific says that he's seen many things across the universe, but that is even a new one for him. And Hal tells him, "See? I told you I had one." As the three make their way to Plastic Man, "Yeah, fine, if you want him, you can have him. But even with the egg, there's not much good you can do." The three make their way to the Phoenix Cannon, and Terrific says that this should brighten the nth metal just enough to raise the Earth out of the dark. But as he looks at it, he says that it seems the effects are reversed. Doing so would hurt our cause. And Hal asks who would do that. Black smoke appears, and from it, the Devastator, Merciless, and Dawnbreaker fly out, with Devastator stating, "It was changed by us." Back with Diana, the Batman who laughs sits her up, placing her tiara back on her head, telling her that he's going to leave her now to do what she does best. Fight pointlessly to the very end, alone. There's a bright purple flash, and soon the Batman who laughs disappears. Kendra raises her blade, and Diana calls to her that she's being manipulated. As she charges at Diana, Diana gets up, wrapping her lasso around her fist, punching into Kendra's face, shouting that she needs to see the truth. Kendra falls to the ground, and as she gets up, she asks what happened. Diana tells her that she has Kendra Saunders, Hawk Girl, and she needs her help. It's time for them to cross over into the dark. And as the two take each other's hands, they jump into the portal and land in a destroyed world covered in twisted villains. The different versions of Diana begin to scream out that all roads lead to darkness. And also at this time, Superman and Batman jump down into the bright light of the lava. And as Superman says that he's sorry, Batman yells that it's not over yet. Superman says he's right. Wherever this will take them, they'll do it together. And as the creatures of the dark begin to surround Diana and Kendra, Diana says that she needs her to do something for her, and that is yell. And the two of them jump into battle, with Kendra asking why would she scream, and Diana tells her it isn't a scream, it's a war cry. As Bobo the Chimp takes a closer look at his work, he says, "The unexplained life is not worth living. I used to know who said that, but now it's hard to remember anything. I can remember back when I was just an act in a circus and how my handlers were always mean to me. They would often hit and beat me, and I didn't do what they wanted. But out of that group, there was one man, a friend, who would save me. Rumor was that Fred wasn't all there in the head after being in a battle, but he was still kind to me, bringing me food, and even tried to help me learn songs. But because of that, the others killed him, and in Fred's final moments, he left my cage unlocked." As Bobo escaped, fleeing into the jungle, not knowing what to expect, there were so many dangers and horrors in the world. And just as things had come to an end, he appeared. And his name was Rex. And Rex told him not to give up. He's almost there. Follow him to the Fountain of Youth. Bobo followed Rex, even though he couldn't actually understand him, but that's what he thought he had said. After traveling through the woods, the two came to a beautiful river with crystal clear waters. They drank from this fountain, and all of Bobo's wounds were healed. The pain that he had had for years was gone, but there was something else. He began to understand things, and he saw clues, and he put them together, and all of it all made sense. Bobo returned to the circus and presented the evidence to have the men arrested, and from there, he set out to find out all that he could. And back in the current timeline at Black Hawk Island, why is he having trouble remembering? Why is he having trouble concentrating? Detective Chimp needs to learn what's going on. Bobo tells him that he thinks he doesn't understand what's happening. It feels like he's de-evolving. He can't remember who said the unexamined life is nor worth living. And a few moments later, Thomas Morrow steps down telling him that it was Socrates. And Bobo tells him, yes. Thanks to his hard work, he was able to make contact with the layers of the multiversal feedback with the Flash and the others. From his calculations, while escaping the dark multiverse, the challengers of the unknown used Red Tornado's wind harmonics to guide themselves to the House of Heroes. Before returning to Earth, that frequency appeared to be the same one that their allies were now riding, on board the Monitor ship Ultima Thule, en route to the heart of the multiverse. Thomas says that Socrates is the least of their worries. His immediate concern involves the immutable laws of physics, which is why he must borrow Dr. Magnus for a moment. As the two leave, Thomas mentions that he feels that Detective Chimp is losing it. The bigger the words that he uses, the lower his intellect seems to go. They also have something else. Thomas leads William to a boiling pot of water with an egg in it. And William asks, what is he looking at? Thomas then goes on telling him that the boiling point for the water is now 106 degrees. Whatever is happening is causing the laws of physics to fall apart. While Thomas and William begin to study the recent changes, Bobo continues to try and make contact with Cyborg and Flash aboard the Ultima Thule. Small patches begin to come in, and on the other end, the Flash shouts, "Mayday! Everything everywhere is going to die! SOS!" The Flash looks back, asking Raven, who is currently struggling to maintain the ship's emotions, how things are going on her end. And she tells him that the vessel's living music empathetic drive is confused, afraid. Everything is out of tune. The Musica Universalis is breaking down into noise and feedback. The Flash says that all of the 52 universes that make up the multiverse all exist at the same time in the same place, but they're separated by a frequency vibration. So the House of Heroes that we are looking at is right here. All we have to do is tune into its location. Raven says that she can't find it. The Ultima is lost. It's guided by instinct, trying to return to Otin, the super judge, the last of the monitors, to protect the multiverse. And the Flash says that this sounds like their guy. She won't have to experience the ship's pain any longer. The controls are designed for creatures who can alter their scale and pitch at will to travel throughout the multiverse. And that is something that he can do. Raven tells him that no, it's too late. Something is bearing down on them through the noise. Enormous, disoriented, faster than thought. The wild hunt is upon them. Outside, 2 missiles shoot by their ship, and the Batman who laughs says, "Look at them. They think that they can whistle a tune. The cosmos would give them a ride to Valhalla." The song ship's tune is weak. The carrier's drumbeat carries a darker authority. Let's make them hear it. Arm the warheads! The murder machine then pulls out the screens from the inside of the Ultima, and Cyborg explains to everyone that the carrier is powered by, get this, a caged baby universe. That's monitor scale nanotech. They can track and follow us anywhere. And the Batman who laughs begins laughing. They're finally getting it! Soon the Ultima Thule begins to pull out into the universe, and Cyborg says that he has an idea. The baby universe is rich in cosmic potential, pulled straight from the World Forge. If they can free it, it will stop the carrier in its tracks. All that positive energy might set the multiverse back on the right track. They'll be able to correct everything and prevent the dark multiverse from taking over. The Batman who laughs tells everyone to prepare to board. Murder Machine, open the door! Back in the Ultima, the doorway opens as Cyborg tells the Flash that he's the fastest one here. He knows what needs to be done. As the door flies open, Dawnbreaker flies in shouting, "You, God! With the darkest black I will choke the light. No brightest day escapes my sight." Raven says that her dad's a demon, and that doesn't make her a goth. She likes all kinds of music. So, make your darkest constructs, little Bruce. You don't scare the daughter of hell! As Raven teleports, the Drowned shouts that she can teleport all she wants, but soon she'll run out of places to hide. As the Drowned and the Dawnbreaker miss their attacks, Raven tells them that she isn't hiding. She's buying enough time to take control of the constructs. While the constructs hold the two of them back, Raven then opens the door to kick the Drowned through it and asks the Flash if he's found it yet. Over aboard the carrier, the Flash says that he's found the baby universe, but the Merciless is here as well. The Flash quickly disables the gravitational suppressor gates on the baby universe, but before he can do anything else, Red Death grabs him from behind. The Flash says, yeah, I predicted that. And the energy explodes, knocking everyone to the ground. Red Death starts to get up asking, what just happened? And the Flash tells him that he just hit him with a pure positive energy of creation. It just shifted his polarity. It reversed you, Red Death. Red Death looks at himself, but he's now gold instead of red, and he tells him, my name is Barry Allen. Bruce is gone. The screaming rage. How do I fix this? The Merciless begins to get up, and the Flash says, well, we're standing here at the end of infinity, doing our best to prove that it still means something to be a hero. Both the Flash and Red Death turn their attention to the Merciless, and they begin punching. And while everyone continues their fights, the Flash tells Red Death that they need to escape to Thal, but Red Death tells them that they can't. The Dark Knights have captured the universe again. Someone has to stay to keep it from expanding until it's too big to recapture. Murder Machine says that the carrier has been compromised. They must return before it's too late. Soon, the Dark Knights begin to retreat from their carrier, their device that allows them to soar the multiverse. And the Devastator charges at the Flash and Red Death, but Red Death says, there's always a sacrifice, now go, Barry. The Flash pauses and he calls for a door. And Raven shouts that she doesn't understand, they were just winning. The music, it's all noise now. The Batman laugh shouts to Red Death. Well done, traitor! You played your part. You gave them one last taste of hope! We expected this weakness from you. Now you can feel what it's like to be a being of darkness, charged with positive energy, and how it'll rip you to shreds. As the Red Death's body begins to shine and explode from within, all of the other Dark Knights stand there watching as he dies. Back on Black Hawk Island, Detective Chimp sits on his desk, and the transmission from the Ultima Thule comes in, and Flash says that they did it. They're nearly to the house of Zzz. The feed cuts out, and soon, Detective Chimp begins to feel the effects of his brain leaving. And when he suddenly begins to switch on Red Tornado activates, shouting, no, they've opened the door. They've opened the door to the dark. He releases a blast of wind, and he falls to the ground, stating that they tried to close the door, but they underestimated the power. They carried it home with them. Their plan is to inject a fatal dart into the heart of the multiverse and watch it all die. It's a trap. The Justice League has been herded there. The first sign that the end has arrived will be a word, a plea. Help. Back on the Ultima Thule, Raven shouts to Barry that the carrier's warheads are firing, and they're charged with dark energy. They've become a poison dart. They're headed straight into the heart of everything, and the Flash says, they wanted this. They were hunting us. They were aiming us. We need a miracle now. As the Ultima Thule gets closer to the House of Heroes, everyone on Black Hawk Island begins to prepare for the worst, and Thomas says that it's been a pleasure working with them. Detective Chimp tries to talk, but as he does, his speech begins to revert, and suddenly he begins to feel something pulling at his mind. A bright light shines, and a voice calls out to him from inside his mind. He looks around asking if that's Stubbs. Where are we? And Stubbs tells them that they are super chimps. They gotta stick together until the end. Soon, more of the super chimps begin to appear, and Batman Chimp asks Detective Chimp, you wondered what DC meant, right? Detective Chimp, we've watched your life, and we've got everything fixed in 2067. The 53rd world is here to help. So, are you ready to save the universe, Detective Chimp? As Diana and Kendra begin to fight off against Barbados' endless horde of his dark armies, the remaining Dark Knights capture the other heroes, placing everything onto Diana, Wonder Woman's shoulders. The more that Kendra and her fight, the more that Kendra sees the odds are not in their favor. The two fight through the twisted versions of the dark multiverses, heroes and villains, but soon they begin to become overwhelmed. After cutting off the head of a Minotaur version of herself, Kendra tells Diana that it may be best to allow their friends to sleep in the darkness. Diana clutches Carter's mace, stating, I will not let them stay in that dark dream. Even if it is just me alone, I can't leave them. Kendra says that they can't keep going on like this. She can't keep using her vambraces to make the note. They're only made from the 8th metal. However, the mace is the 9th. Use that to play the note, and hard. Diana takes the mace and slams it against her vambraces, calling out to everyone to hear her call. As the clang of metal rings throughout the air, the other Justice League members hear it, and all at once their eyes open. They awaken. Once the heroes have a clear mind, they all begin to battle against the Dark Knights. And Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, tells everyone, you know, this is kind of pointless since we have no metal. Mr. Terrific shouts to Plastic Man, telling him, I know you can hear me! Now is the time! I know you're afraid that you're going to lose control, but we need your help. Form a dinosaur, a bulldozer, or a damn shark. Anything! Plastic Man's egg begins to shake, and he says, okay, Dr. Holt, how about all of the above? Just then, Plastic Man breaks out of his egg, and he begins to tower over the Dark Knights, and he begins to reap everyone in sight. Diana looks back to see Plastic Man carving a path for them, and Diana and Kendra hurry on ahead, with Plastic Man telling them that the mace isn't enough for Barbados. I got signals while in the Oblivion. Maybe there's something in there, like a source. We have to hurry, though. As Diana and Kendra get closer to Barbados' mountain, they find the portal that he uses to bring his dark armies in. Diana tells Kendra to take the mace. She's read Carter's journal. Kendra says that she can't. There's too much dark metal in her. It has to be her. Wonder Woman has to do it. Carter wrote that lore stating that one would find their way through the darkness. All they have to do is stay true to their heart and focus. And Diana asks, what could she focus on? Kendra goes on telling her to focus on what she always focuses on, her friends. She makes people see the truth, that they are loved and worth it, just as she did for her. Wonder Woman is what binds everyone together, saving those who feel alone and hopeless. Diana takes her lasso and hands the end to Kendra. And as Diana lowers herself into the portal, Kendra tells her, I won't let go. And Diana tells her that she knows. Diana looks down and flies deeper into the portal, telling herself to remember that this is for her friends, her family. All she needs to do is find the source. She stops trying to see through the darkness, and the voice of Carter Hall tells her that the forge is dark now and forever. The metal of possibility is cold, and her friends have returned to its depths, just as she will be. She stops and listens and states, wait, is that Carter? But that's when another voice calls out to Carter. He lifts his hammer and he stops and he asks, who? Kendra swoops down shouting that it is her! It's Kendra! And Carter asks, Kendra? Barbados yells that he is the dragon of the forge, just as he once was, and nothing more. Barbados lets out a dark energy attack, sharking Carter, telling Diana and Kendra that that will be enough. My dark knights have conquered your worlds. We have waged war across the multiverse, and now... But then another voice tells him, yeah, and so have we. We've seen all of your evil Batmen, and we raise you ours. Barbados looks back, and the Thull, the musical ship that flies along the frequencies of the multiverse, along with Bobo the Chimp, known as Detective Chimp, leading the charge of the Batmen of the 53rd Earth, attack him. But back down below, Carter Hall is stunned. Diana looks at the molten lava surrounding Carter and tells Kendra that she knows what needs to be done. Hold tight to the lasso. Make Carter see! Diana dives into the lava, and Kendra yells to Carter that he needs to remember who he is. We're Carter Hall and Kendra Saunders, proud leaders of the tribe of the bird. We've lived for 1,000 years, and this is not where our story ends. It has been stolen, and we have to take it back. As Kendra goes on, the Joker Dragon slithers up, hitting her with a breath attack, knocking her down. However, just then the forge begins to shine, and some of the Dark Knights tell Barbados that the forge is lit. Barbados shouts, let it light, let them hope. They are in my realm. Who is foolish enough to believe that they can win? Diana calls back that she can answer that, and from the pits of the forge, Diana, Superman, and Batman all raise up wearing a set of shining armor. Once clear, Diana tells everyone aboard the Thull that she has Superman and Batman, and Superman asks if everyone's okay up there. The Flash says, well, the multiverse is falling apart, but Cyborg and me found some cavalry at the House of Heroes. What the heck are you guys even wearing? Batman tells him, it's the 10th metal from the Forge of Worlds. And the Flash says, yeah, well, you win. Diana tells Cyborg to turn the Thull around, but as he's about to, Barbados begins his attack on the ship. Cyborg tells them that they are fine but trapped. Raven can't get us out of here just yet, but he spotted the cosmic tuning fork. Barbados has it at his summit. They could use it to channel the 10th metal. And as Diana and the others try to get above everyone, Superman tells Batman, you can climb up on my back so that. But as Superman speaks, a Joker dragon tries to bite down on Batman. So he punches it in the nose, climbing on the back of it, telling Superman, I got it. Once Batman is high enough, riding the Joker dragon, he calls out to Aquaman and Hal Jordan. And as he does, the light shines in Batman's hand as he starts to forge 2 batarangs of the 10th metal. It is at that moment the story in Carter's journal continues. It is said that the 8th metal is the stuff of gods. The 9th metal is the dark energy that gives its carrier powers to defy physics, and the 10th is also called Element X. That is the metal of the so-called forge itself, the metal of pure possibility. They say that whoever wields it can have it take the shape of whatever is needed, and arm whoever the bearer wishes. Batman throws the batarangs, and they land on Arthur and Hal's chest, and then they stand up wearing a suit of 10th metal armor. Barbados watches as the heroes begin to fight back, readying himself with another anti-music scream, and just before he can open up his mouth, Carter shouts, "No!" His massive body rises out of the pits and he swings his hammer, cracking Barbados in the chest. While Carter and Barbados fight, Barbados calls out to his favorite knight and tells him to enact the final plan. The Batman who laughs begins to pull out a leather strap stating, "Yes, my lord. The plan all begins with the Overmonitor." The Overmonitor, the man who was bandaged in all of the origin stories of the Dark Knights, the one that the Batman who laughs was talking to, begins to ask, "Why are you doing this?" And the Batman who laughs tells him, "We're going to destroy everything. The idea is by using positive energy, which is you, negative energy, which is the anti-monitors, astral brain, and dark energy, which is myself. We're going to blow apart the realm!" And that's when a voice calls out to the Batman who laughs, and Batman asks, "Do you call this a Batcave?" The Batman who laughs smiles, telling him, "You know your suit of armor won't work down here. Its energy is canceled out. So it's just the two of us, and my sons." The Batman who laughs Robins all begin to run towards Batman, shouting, "Crow, crow, crow!" And Batman drops a smoke bomb as he jumps over them. And that's when the Batman who laughs and Batman himself start to take shots at one another, each of them cracking each other across the face. And just as Batman is about to deliver the final blow, there's a gunshot in his stomach. He falls to his knees, and the Batman who laughs says, "This was the same gun that killed our parents. I'd like to keep it as a reminder." But the Batman who laughs then begins to slowly take aim at Bruce Wayne's head. And as he pulls the hammer back on the gun, Bruce tells him, "Just fire the damn gun." The Batman who laughs tells him, "Oh, I will." But that's when there's another gunshot. Except the Batman who laughs suddenly has a flag sticking out of his back with the word "bang" on it. He reaches to pull the flag out, and the Joker steps out. "You know, you're more like the Batman who talks. But still, this Batcave is better." The Batman who laughs pulls out his weapon, telling him, "So we're gonna have an old-fashioned three-way fight." And the Joker says, "Not exactly. So, partners, bats?" Bruce pulls out 3 batarangs, telling him, "I'm going for the legs." And the Joker pulls out a batarang axe, telling him, "And I'm gonna take the face!" Together, Bruce and the Joker begin to take down the Batman who laughs, and as this is happening, Bruce looks over and tells the Joker, "Let's be very clear about this. We will never speak of it." The Batman who laughs manages to push Bruce and Joker back enough to try and run to his destruction device, but the Joker throws one of his axes, cutting the Batman who laughs arm, and it lands in the lever. Bruce runs over, grabbing the Batman who laughs, and as the Batman who laughs reaches out for the lever, the Joker swings with another axe, cutting off his fingers. The Batman who laughs pauses for a moment and begins laughing. And he makes a break for the device again. Back outside, the heroes fight through Barbados' armies. However, Barbados himself stands above a defeated Carter, holding his hammer. Barbados gets ready to lift the hammer up, and as everyone sees this, Diana pulls off her bladed vambraces and throws it at Kendra. Diana tells her to go, and just as Kendra slides on the vambrace, she spins back around, flying through Barbados' back and out his chest. As his body begins to bubble and fade away, Kendra says that was satisfying, but he won't stay down for long. Diana then says that the antenna that was destroyed was their last option, and Bruce comes out of the cave with the Overmonitor, stating, "Maybe not." The Overmonitor tells everyone that the armors that they are wearing forges everything. It is in every bit of matter, every living person, in trace amounts. It is dangerous and it is powerful. There has never been so much of an Earth before, so through all of the humans, you can connect all of them and raise the Earth. Bruce asks if what he is saying is true, then they could use the 10th metal to reach out to everyone that is lost in the dark multiverse, in the darkness, and show them a way back. Fulcrum Abonis. So, the Justice League puts their hands together. They begin to focus their energies, looking for those who are lost. Their energy reaches out to everyone across the world, connecting one another and brightening the entire planet. And as the Earth is covered in light, the heroes begin to see something. With that power gathered, the heroes did cast out the Dark God. However, they also broke something else, the Source Wall. And now, with a hole in the very foundation of the edge of the universe, greater mysteries are awaiting. In the epilogue of our story, the heroes returned home, where Bruce welcomed everyone to the Wayne Manor to hold a celebration for their hard-fought victory over Barbados. As everyone takes their seats, Bruce says that he would like to say a few words before they get started. For the most part, their world has been set right. The damage caused by Barbados and his Dark Knights has been reversed. By virtue of the 10th metal armor that they wore, Challenger's Mountain stands where it belongs in the heart of the Rockies. Barbados is trapped in chains forged by the Overmonitor himself at the bottom of the dark multiverse, forced to watch the world forge burn bright. Seeing them all here now, he just wanted to say that he is so damn proud of each and every one of them. With that, he wanted to thank them. However, there is another reason that they have all been brought here. It is not to revel in their victory, but to understand what is coming next. Bruce looks at Kendra and says that it's time. She says that he saved the fun part for her, huh? Fine. Here it goes. Right now on Black Hawk Island, Carter Hall is recovering for the first time in many years. The forge took its toll on him, but Hawkman will fly again. Before falling unconscious, he grabbed his journal and started to write with an intensity that scared me. His first entries were what he had seen, but this wasn't about the past, but rather the future. What we did not rewind to the universe. The universe was rebuilt, and in doing so, new things have been forged. All we have right now are some notes, but some passages include Lantern, Dark Stars, Wonder Woman, Dark Pantheon, Aquaman, Atlantis, Risen. If what Carter wrote is true, then we may have brought some dark desires to life. Bruce says this brings him to a larger point. He's been speaking with the gods of New Genesis, and they have confirmed what they all saw. The Source Wall, the boundary of the known multiverse, has been broken wide open. And Arthur says that from the sounds of it, their universe is like a tiny fishbowl that just got poured into the damn ocean. So then, they've all come here to strategize what to do next. And Bruce tells him no. These threats are real, but they are coming tomorrow. And what got us through it is each and every one of us. So tonight, we're going to acknowledge just that. We will have one night before we go into action. A night as one tribe, standing together. So with that, the heroes toast to new beginnings. And Bruce says to everyone that if they follow him into the next room, he has some entertainment for everyone. Everyone heads over there. Damien and Jonathan hit the guitars as Alfred backs them up on the drums. Everyone is dancing and enjoying themselves, but Bruce pulls Clark and Diana aside, leading them down the hall into another room. Clark says that the universe just seems to have gotten so much bigger. And Diana adds that they're going to have to rethink everything. Bruce tells them that he knows, don't worry. He's been working on a plan. Spread out across the desk in front of them is the blueprints with the title Hall of Justice written on it. If you stayed around, holy crap, thank you. Thank you. Each and every one of you. And don't...
So, you've been hankering at me to start this game for a good long while now.
I mean, we originally made plans like a year ago.
Yes,
So...
okay. To my credit, things just happened, okay? But, regardless, here we are finally because I am going to say I've been looking forward to playing this game. How's it going, everybody? The Green Scorpion here with a guest with me this time around.
Hey, I'm Pad.
Yep, this is Pad. You guys might recognize him from Comic Foil's channel, but he told me about this game. He knows I like Metroidvanias. Hollow Knight. It's apparently a Metroidvania, and I'm excited to play
And
this.
it's apparently hard.
Apparently, it's very hard. It's about bugs.
Yeah.
It's about bugs. I actually like. Do you like bugs or insects?
I like drawn bugs, but I'm not a big fan of them in real life. Like, I don't know, like, I don't like things with lots of legs. That's the big one. As long as something doesn't have a ton of legs, I'm pretty okay with it.
See, I'm the complete opposite. Like, I love spiders.
I'm okay with spiders. Spiders aren't that bad, but like when you get into like millipedes and silverfish.
Oh, those
with
things.
things that are very long, like so some spiders I can't stand, but like ones that have like really long legs, like the long thin legs, I'm not a fan.
Like daddy long legs?
I hate those. Those aren't spiders, and I hate those.
Okay, and what about those tiny little jumping spiders?
They're okay.
I love jumping spiders. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start this game. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about this game, so I am excited. Adjust slider. Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about that. Like, this game looks optimal. It looks good. Like, immediately from the title screen, I'm getting excited because that piano.
Very desolate. In wilds beyond, they speak your name with reverence and regret. For none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch, you taught and changed. Base instincts were redeemed. A world you gave to bug and beast, as they had never dreamed.
From Elegy of Hollownest by
Monomon.
Monomon?
Monomon the teacher.
Monomon the teacher.
Shackles.
This game just looks very pretty. In a dark, creepy kind of way.
I like that, though.
No. It's very good.
Ooh, those are eyes.
Those
pulsating. And there's like, oh wait, there's like a stag thing that's like chained up. There was like a body that was chained and had horns.
Oh.
It was like hanging by chains from all over the place.
This was some alien crap just now.
I mean, aliens and bugs are kind of like similar-ish. I don't know why.
Well, we perceive aliens as kind of like what we imagine. Like, we don't know what actual aliens look like.
Yeah, but you know. Are those smaller bugs? Are those like mini bugs?
They're...
Because that's a bug, and so it's bigger, and then the little ones got to be even smaller bugs.
Those microscopic, like little organisms, I guess.
Yeah, he's got a little sword.
I love that idea. Like, this our main character here, the Hollow Knight, as it were, is a bug, right?
Yeah, it seems he looks like one of them Hercules beetles.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like the horns on his helmet are like little pincers.
Definitely
or
a type of beetle.
He's adorable.
Yeah.
This is cute. And he's got like a little, like I think this.
There's a sword.
Yeah, it's like a. I think I recall like it's called a nail.
Oh.
Let me see. Like I know. Ah, jeez. Okay, I gotta remember. Oh, there's the menu.
Old nail.
An old nail.
It's a traditional weapon of
Yeah.
hollowness.
So in case you guys haven't noticed, like we have dabbled in this game before, both Pat and I.
Barely.
You've played through like quite a bit of it. Like
not really, actually.
Like not entirely. I'm going through this mostly blind. I know about this game, but I don't know too much.
Almost everything we're gonna be doing is blind for me. Like I've played like the first couple minutes of it.
Ah, okay. That being said, like I might as well mention we actually tried recording this like before, but things got a little messed up, so we're trying a new system here, and it seems to be working just fine. But yeah, we do know a little bit about this game, just not maybe like the first hour of it. After that, we're pretty much going to be going into this blind.
It turns out that OBS does not like recording on a 4K display for some reason. I don't know.
Alright, so higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Okay, so hold. Okay.
I don't know what that did.
What? Well, it was gonna heal me, but apparently you can use up your soul even if you're at full health.
That's fun.
It's a little dumb.
Kill the guy. Get him. Oh!
There we go. Got it.
You bounced a bit.
Yeah, this is a very
There's
smooth...
something down to the left.
Yeah, this is a very smooth control scheme. Like, the controls feel very, very fluid. I like it.
Ooh. Don't step in the pointy bits.
There we go.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh,
Whoa, what hit me?
You got hit by a rock.
Oh, that was that.
Stalactite.
Oh, that's stupid. All right, so yeah, we might as well take the opportunity to display that then. Yeah, you can use that focus gauge to heal yourself. There are other things you'll be able to do with it. So you're making me panic here.
Good.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to comment about this game. Like, when you get hit, you feel it. Like, I might as well display it.
It like freezes time for a second.
It freezes time, like the sound gets muffled a bit. It's very disorienting.
It knocks you back too.
Yeah, I kind of like that actually.
It like physically moves you separately, which I feel like is anytime like I feel a game
that's like temporary
takes control.
Temporary hearts. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anytime a game like when you get hit you lose control, I feel like that's super disorienting to me, especially in a game that's really about those like fine-tuned controls.
A lot of Metroidvanias actually are kind of do embrace that a bit. I found a secret area.
But we can't go to it yet.
And we can't go over there because I'm assuming we're gonna need some sort of like,
double
I don't know,
jump.
Air dash or double jump or gliding ability to get there. So yeah, as you guys can tell, this is very, very Metroidvania. But there's one thing about this game that I believe you told me that separates it from a lot of other Metroidvanias. Is that it's very free roam.
Yeah, from what I've heard, that this game apparently like people have done like top 10 lists on the bosses, because like the bosses are apparently like a big draw. And they say that a lot of times it's really hard to do that because depending on where you go, you could encounter bosses with a completely different ability set. So like how hard it is like could completely change depending on where you go first.
Oh, okay. So it's very.
That's so like you might go one way, you might go to the left and get one power up, and that'll help you fight against another boss on the right. But say if you went right first and you didn't have that power up, it would be a lot harder.
Interesting. I kind of like that actually. It's like you can every playthrough is a different experience. So here we are in Dirtmouth. That's a very unpleasant name. Dirtmouth. That sounds very filthy.
Well, yeah.
What do we got here?
Oh there, traveler, I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's falling quiet, you see. The other residents, they've all disappeared. Headed down that well, one by one, into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment. That darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's sickly air that fills that place. Creatures turn mad, and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such a great thing after all.
Can I just comment how cute the Hollow Knight looks just looking up at him all like a child listening to a story?
Senpai.
I love this guy. Like
Elderbug.
He has such a simple yet charming design.
Those big eyes.
All right, so what do we got here?
Rest bench.
Okay, so you can use these
Save.
that's basically. Oh, that got rid of my extra masks though.
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
Well.
Okay. Good to know. Alright, so what do we got here? For all your mapping supplies, we'll be opening soon Izelda and Cornifer. I'm guessing we're gonna meet those two later.
So you can spend your 52 bug coins. Bug bucks.
What are those things actually called?
Bug bucks. Bug bucks. There's a keyhole.
With a simple lock, so we can't go in there yet. Alright, so I guess we might as well go ahead and heed the Elder Bug's warnings and watch ourselves as we venture into the deep.
Wouldn't heating them be us not going down?
Probably, but he knew we were gonna go down here anyway. So he was like, be careful.
Pick a path, left or right.
Forgotten Crossroads. Oh, this game has such a nice... Like, I've noticed that a lot of, like, indie-style Metroidvania games have...
Ooh.
Ouch! Did not see that guy. Have, like, this very zany / unique art style, and it's very charming.
I like the green and the fog in the back.
Yeah, like, it's very detailed. Like, it's very detailed, yet it's simple. I like that. Alright, so... An alarm going off on the outside. You guys can go ahead and ignore that. I kind of like
or
doing...
don't. I don't care.
Or don't ignore it, like, it's up to you. Either way, there's nothing I can really do about it. But anyway. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and explore, the crossroads. Yeah. I've been hearing a lot of good things about this game, and yet, not a lot, like... Okay, I think a good way to explain it is, I've heard very little about this game.
Ooh, what's in there?
Oh, I recognize those symbols. I've heard very little about this game, but anytime I do hear about it, it's always praise, like good things.
Temple of the Black Egg.
Ooh, this guy looks cool.
Hello there. How delightful to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you've a strong look about you. I'm Quirrell. I have something of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. A great stone egg, lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom. And this egg? Is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? There are strange marks all over it. Oh, I do so love a mystery. And who knows what other marvels lie even deeper below us.
Cool.
Egg.
Yeah, we saw this thing at the beginning of the game, so
Oh,
no
this
doubt.
is like endgame crap then.
Yeah, no doubt it's going to be important. Oh man, like I am very like humble. I don't know about humbled, but this game is getting me simply on aesthetic alone. Like the music, the ambience, the visuals, just it looks good. Thank you for introducing this game to me. Like, I do really like this game. Like, first impressions speak volumes, and this game gives off a very good first impression.
That's good.
No, like, I do appreciate that.
Look out, he's got a horn.
Don't worry, I got him. It also helps that the main character, our Hollow Knight here, it has a very simple yet charming design. Alright, so... Can't go up here, so I guess we just gotta keep going.
Anyway.
Okay, so there is, like... There is a way to get, like, a map or something around here, but we just haven't found the guy to give us the map yet.
The map man.
I'm just kind of, like, exploring and going forward. We gotta, like,
Oh,
hello. Whoa!
Whoa!
Okay, we got a bit of a big guy here. I actually remember fighting this guy in one of our like failed recording sessions, so I do know what to do. But that doesn't mean it's easy. Like this guy's got a very ouch. Let me see if I can focus a bit. There we go. Like he's got a very specific attack pattern, so it's easy to you can exploit it, but actually like pulling off the task is harder than it seems. Ooh. Yeah, this guy hits hard.
And he takes like so little damage.
Yeah.
So much, I should say.
Okay, here we go. I'm getting the pattern.
There's a little guy.
There we go.
Look at that. Look at that little thing. Look at him.
Oh, you make such a cute little noise. Yeah, so be free, little guy. Be free.
Little caterpillar.
So those guys are like little larvas or something. Caterpillars.
Yeah.
They're basically a collectible. Like they're scattered all over the area. Free them and you get something good later. All right, so that was like our first big enemy, and cool. I actually handled that pretty well, I would like to think. Still trying to find that guy with the map though. I don't remember where he is. What do we got here? It's like a mine.
Someone's singing.
Hello.
Oh, bury my mother pale and slight, bury my father with eyes shut tight, bury my sisters 2 by 2, and then when you're done, thus bury me too. Do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing along, sing something else if you like. You start singing and I'll join in. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. So, what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, just look around you. The mines are still bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in.
I guess we can't. What are you even mining?
I don't know.
Crystals.
He's looking for something.
They're crystals of some sort.
Well, we'll just leave him to his
Oop.
operations. I completely missed that.
GG.
It's coming back down. There we go.
Oop.
Hello. Oh, okay. These statues give soul energy when you hit them. Yeah, so that's... like, those are scattered around so you can replenish your soul energy. Alright, so let's go all the way up top now.
Woo, to the top. That was anticlimactic.
Kinda. Wah!
Good. Oh, nothing's happening.
Oh, you know what it is? I do remember this area. Apparently there's something down there, but we don't have a certain ability that'll let us go down there yet.
Well.
What the heck is that?
What? Ew.
Okay, that looks gross.
Ew, the noise.
Yeah,
Oh, it makes my
ugh.
skin crawl.
Yeah, that's one thing about you that I noticed. Like, weird, like, squishy, gurgly noises, like, creep you out, I noticed.
Really?
I don't know, like, anytime you hear something that's, like, either it's a weird, squishy, gurgly sound, or it's a certain word that you just don't like the sound of.
Yeah.
You get all, like, queasy.
Yeah. I don't know if I get queasy, but I just shudder.
Yeah, shudder's a good word. I'm not gonna explore down there just yet.
Let's go the other way.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, oh,
Whoa!
you almost got murked.
I almost... Ow!
Now you got murked.
I didn't jump far enough. Okay, yeah, so landing on the spikes just sends you back to where you were.
And deals you damage, though.
It does deal damage, yes. But no big deal.
At least it's not an instant kill.
Yeah, that'd be stupid. Hello. Oh, that's an enemy.
Oh, jumper. Earning your bug bucks. Oh, there's more. Oop, go. You almost
There we
landed on
go.
you.
So some of these guys are enemies, others that like are NPCs. I'm guessing these are just other bugs that are exploring the area and don't want you around. Either that or
Well, it says something about the mist that like turns them. Or...
yeah, like it turns them mad, steals them of their memories. That's probably what the elder bug was warning us about earlier.
Underbug.
Oh hey, it's another one of those caterpillars.
Oh, I don't think we can get to that guy though.
Can we not?
I mean, that unless you can make that super jump there.
Ah, yeah, you're right. We're not gonna be able to get him yet. I also noticed that hitting enemies also knocks you back slightly.
Oh,
So
that's interesting.
yeah, you do have to keep aware of where you're standing.
I wonder if it knocks
Yeah,
you when you're in the
game,
air too.
this game has weight to it. I kind of like that. All right, so we're collecting all these like shiny little rock things wherever we're gonna
Bug
spend
bucks.
them. Bug bucks.
Yeah, they're bug bucks.
Okay, sure, bug bucks.
Ooh, head on down. Ooh.
There we go. Alright, what do we got here?
A locked door.
Pilgrim's Way, travelers of Hollow Nest, descend through the verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city of this kingdom's heart. There, all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed.
Oh, I guess it's not a blockage.
Oh, yeah, okay. Ow!
Ooh,
oh,
you
okay,
jumped into that one.
Yeah, I did. I got tricked there. Okay, so no, we can't go past this yet because we don't have a certain ability, because if we try to approach him, he's just gonna... He's just gonna, like...
Little bugadillo.
Yeah, Yeah, he's gonna shell himself up like that, so we cannot get past here just yet. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We're getting close to where I want to end the episode off, but I at least want to get to one certain place before we call it a day. So let me see if I can find it. You know, I'm noticing that destroying the environment doesn't actually do anything.
Nope.
It's just fun to do.
What's down?
Down is another area, but I'm already climbing, so I want to see what's up here first.
Well, we came from up here. We came from the right.
Did we?
Yes.
Let me see.
Yes.
Hmm.
We came from the right. So I think we have to go down.
Alright. Let me actually explore these other areas first. Like over here.
Oh, hey, look, he's going.
Oh! So that's what that is!
Huh.
Okay, so the little caterpillars are his children and we gotta free them. And they all end up here.
So it would seem. That's a lot of them.
Huh.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Oh,
But
Grandpa.
apparently this game has a large area and like a large environment, but it's not a long game from what I am to understand.
Really.
Ow!
Ooh.
Man, that like visually looks painful.
That didn't.
Nah. No. Okay, no, there's no falling damage, thankfully. I'm sorry, falling damage in a platformer is stupid. So I'm glad this game doesn't do that crap.
I mean, a lot of platformers have that.
3D platformers,
Yeah.
yes, not 2D platformers. Like,
Yeah.
if I recall, the one 2D platformer that does pull off that crap is Bubsy. And we all know how we feel about that game.
I love that game.
What is wrong with you? I keep missing that jump, dang it. What is wrong with you?
What do you mean? What's wrong with you?
Why do you like Bubsy?
I don't. Because
Oh.
it's bad.
Yes, that's what I mean.
I like it because it's bad.
Oh. Like, it's like the room syndrome there. Oh, I messed up. My bad. Whoa.
Just one of the...
Yeah, it's just one of those statues, but I do need soul energy anyway. Okay, what's over here? Oh, God. Well, we're gonna need a certain ability for that.
big
I'm
bunch of
guessing that's
nope.
like a wall jump.
A big bunch of nope. That's what that is.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's like we're gonna need like a wall jump. Ow! To get there.
You really like those spikes, don't you?
Shut up. Alright, yeah, let's go down this time around.
We.
See what we got. Aha, yep, I found exactly what I was looking for. This guy. One of the most important characters in the game.
Hello there. Come down to explore these beautiful ruins. Don't mind me. I found a fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. I'm a cartographer by trade, and I'm working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far?
As a matter of fact, yes. Hold left bumper to view a map of the area. Alright, cool.
A map can be a useful thing, but it alone won't show you where you are. If you're not to head for directions, I suggest you purchasing a compass from my wife, Zelda. She's just now opened our new shop in Dirtmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell some of my old maps from time to time. I pop back to see her whenever I finish mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me.
Yep, well there you go. Alright, I think now that we've introduced ourselves to what's his name? Cornifer.
Yeah.
That's it. Now that we've introduced
Cornman.
Yeah, Cornifer here. I think that's a good place to end the episode off. So just gonna check. Yep, there we go. We hit the LB and we're able to check. I think this is all the areas we've explored so far. So pretty good. All right, so there you have it. So on that note, thank you guys for joining us for this episode of Let's Play Hollow Knight. I'm the Green Scorpion,
I'm Patty.
and in the next episode, we're gonna continue exploring the crossroads. And a little thing that we're gonna do for this playthrough, just like Comic Foil does on his channel, we're gonna be alternating each episode. So next time, Patty's gonna take the reins. Ready? He's like doing the classic 1980s boxer pose suddenly. So yeah, he's ready. This is a good game.
was like a blast, a bomb. I can't tell you what it looked like because all I saw was the ash cloud coming at us. The only thing standing, if there was any trees standing, they were snapped off.
So check this place out. I'm standing here in Washington State looking up at Mount St. Helens, a still active volcano that erupted in May of 1980, blasting rocks, trees, and lava miles and miles at the force of an atomic bomb. So after all this time, evidence of incredible destruction still exists here. From destroyed vehicles in the mountains to half-buried houses left behind. I'm going to show you what Mount St. Helens looks like now, 37 years later. Check this out.
The wind is being sucked up towards the mountain, towards the blast. By this time you can hear the mountain rumbling. Constant rumbling, grinding, growling sound.
Look at that. Thousands and thousands of trees ripped from their roots like toothpicks during that enormous eruption. You can see the north side of the volcano, where normally volcanoes erupt upwards. Mount St. Helens erupted outwards, off to the side, and it was like a blast. Ripped those trees from their roots through the air, coming to land in Spirit Lake. Everything was decimated here. This was no man's land. In fact, the blast was so powerful that it totally changed the way the lake looked and everything. It reshaped the land.
I'm walking towards the only light I can see on top of a ridge. I can hear the mountain behind me rumbling. It's an enormous mud and water slide came down and washed out the road.
So this is what is known as the A-frame house, the sunken A-frame house. This is basically what happened. Was this house was in the process of being completed when the eruption happened, and a flow of mud came down through the mountains and at a rate of 70 miles an hour flowing through. And this mud came 5 hours after the eruption. That's the distance that it had to come all the way through the mountains to get here, which is incredible. You can see the stove down there, the refrigerator, and if you notice, that was all completely covered in mud. You could see the mud on the refrigerator. Probably came up maybe 3 feet. Look at the cabinetry. So you could see the doorway. Look at that mud line on the doorway. Gives you an idea of how high the mud came up to. Looks like somebody smashed the door open, unfortunately. So this was a man's house when the eruption happened. Oh man, beautiful A-frame. Crazy, look at all this. Covered in mud. And they're going to attempt to go down these stairs. Very old. Beautiful. All right. Let's see what else is around here. It was most likely a logging truck. But look at the damage. So this is one of the trucks that are left behind right on the side of the road next to a restaurant. You can see the damage from when one of the massive trees up on the mountain flew through the air, landing and crushing this truck. Obviously, it's been here for so long that now there's new life, new growth coming out of this. The size of that tree growing through the back of this truck is a testament to how long this has been here. That is a full-size tree. Well, kind of full-size, 30 feet or so. It's been there a while. Man, the destruction is incredible though. Look at that. Jeez.
The ashfall came in just minutes.
No light at all. You couldn't, if you turned on your flashlight, you had maybe about 5 inches of light. It just sucked it up because the dust was so thick in the air.
Way up on the mountainside. Starting to come across some machinery and some, oh wow, check this out. Wow, yeah, that's a full-size bulldozer. That is amazing. Buried in the earth here. That's the engine with the turbo on top. Wow. That is incredible. Oh my gosh, this thing is so huge. Wow. This is where the driver sat. I guess these were fuel tanks that sat above and behind the driver. I have no idea why this is here or how it got here. I don't know if it was left here or if it's thrown here and it landed upright. Who knows? These cables are spewing all over the place. They're all over the mountainside. Look at this on off. They're totally stuck though. Safety chain for something. All the gauges. Who knows what these gauges were for? Fuel, pressure. That is amazing. So my guess is this thing has been through a battle, or was through a battle in 37 years ago. All right, I'm not even on the trail anymore. This is way off the trail. I was looking over a mountain ridge and you could see there was a piece of some sort of machinery or equipment down here. There's no trail that leads to it that I can find, but whatever. So I'm trekking through the Washington mountain range here up in St. Helens. Seeing if I can get to this. It's totally overgrown, but alright. Made it through the clearing. Here's the truck. Wow, look at that. Fully intact. Let's see if the radiator still has fluid in it. No, it's bone dry. It's gonna overheat. No license plate. I mean, this is really in the middle of nowhere. Just on the side of the mountain. No trail leads to this at all. And look how new these tires are too. Uniroyal. Look at the hoses on the roof. They look brand new. I gotta get up on the roof. There you go, look at this. This tire looks like it was never even used. And look at these hoses. Sitting here for 37 years in the exact same spot. There's a hatch right here. Let's see if we can open up this hatch. Nope. Probably not many people have seen this because I hiked down an entire ridge all the way. I hiked all the way down that you can't even see how far I hiked because of the fog. Let's get this tree growing out of it. New life. All right, going back up on the ridge. All right, it's hard to see it because the lens is so fogged up because it's raining so much, but this is a completely flipped over truck. I can't get down there. It's so hard to get down there. It's just dense, dense woods, and it's raining, so I'm not gonna climb down there, but this is incredible. An entire truck, like a huge truck like the ones I've been finding, flipped over completely on its back, which confirms that yes, it was the blast that put these things here. All right, it's starting to rain as it sometimes does in Washington, so I'm gonna hike back down and see what else I can find in the morning.
Hiking out was kind of an experience because we came across herds of elk that were just standing there in days, and one side of them would be completely burned away, and the other side would just be perfect, just like they were, nothing happened to it.
So this lava tube is not from the Mount St. Helens eruption, but I thought I had to show you this because this is incredible. So we're going down inside. Gonna do some lava tube exploring. So picture this whole cave, or this whole lava tube filled with flowing river of lava. That is awesome. Look at this rock. Look how cool this is. Like little half circles. Check this out. There's different layers here of lava. And it's cracked. So you can see down in there. That is bizarre. It's like delaminating coming off of the side of the tunnel. All right, so I'm about a mile down inside this lava tube. And check this out. This is incredible. These areas where you can see right into the side, into the walls of the lava. Look how beautiful that is. Yellow and red. It goes back inside this makeshift cave and crawl all the way in here. I'm inside of a lava cave a mile down in the ground. That's not something you do every day. All right, I gotta crawl out of here. Oh. Look at this lava rock here, wedged in between these two shelves that come out. That is awesome. So if you were ever wondering how a lava tube ends, it kind of just ends. It gets smaller and smaller until you can't go any further. And look at this rock. It's like a shiny gray or shiny silver. It's pretty smooth, I guess. That is amazing. So that's the end. It's just kind of, I guess I can go further. It's getting smaller and smaller. It just gets so small that you can't even, you have to crawl and then it eventually ends. So there's lava. I'm actually walking on lava. So it just, the flow just kind of stopped. And then this lava cooled and that was the end of it. It's narrow. So this is a massive, massive landslide, a cave-in from the roof of this lava tube. So I'm trying to climb over this thing, trying to continue on through this cave, through this tube here, trying to make it over this, over to the other side. But look at the ceiling. This white diamond-like rock glows with the light. Look at that. It's got to be 50 feet tall, maybe 40 feet tall. All right, I found the way out. Check it out. You gotta climb this ladder to get out. I'm getting out right now. You can feel how warm it is outside. I'm wearing sweatshirt and jeans. Been in a cave for hours. The temperature change is steaming up the camera, so I hope you can see this. I'm climbing up the ladder, getting out of here. All right, I made it out. So basically it's just an opening. The earth opens up and goes down into the tunnels, into the lava tubes.
Can you tell if there's been any change on the top of the mountain?
Yes, a good deal of the top of the mountain is gone.
What part of it? You're talking about Houston?
Let's put it this way. I think the crater is probably at least tripled in size.
All right, so it's early in the morning and I started my climb. Climbing up to the top, I need to see what it looks like on the top of Mount St. Helens, which means you're gonna see what the top looks like on Mount St. Helens. But right now, I'm in this huge boulder field that I'm climbing, and it's filled with these giant, jagged pieces of rock that were blasted thousands of feet into the sky during the eruption and rained down on this area. So now you get to see what the mountainside looks like climbing up Mount St. Helens. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. This is just, the entire mountainside was one gigantic mudslide. So this landslide came down here, destroying everything in its path, filled up these valleys, some hundreds of feet deep with mud and tree limbs and whole trees, completely changing the landscape. All right, coming up to the snow here, high up in the mountain. First time on the snow. It's actually, I guess it's ice, but kind of snow. It's like icy snow, good snowball snow. Now, truth be told, not anybody can just hike this. You need special permits that are obtained ahead of time. So I planned ahead when I knew I was coming to Washington, and I applied for a hiking permit. So I got lucky, I got one, and here I am in physical pain. But this is gonna be awesome. All right, so I've traded the giant boulders for this slick, ashy stone gravel that has no stepping capabilities. It's like ice. Sometimes when you step on it, you slide down. So I think it's gonna be this for another, I don't know how long. This mountain is owning me right now. Look at this gravel, you have to hike in this. It's constantly sliding as you grip. I'm almost to the top though, but I'm shot, man. I feel like I've been run over by a freight train. But I'm gonna get up there. So I'll see you in a second. Well, really, it's an hour for me. All right, everybody. Pretty much at the top. I think just over this ridge is what we've all been waiting for. So I'm gonna look at it. At the same time, you look at it. Oh wow, this is pretty epic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, that's what it looks like. Wow. Holy crap. So this is firsthand, well, maybe secondhand for you, but firsthand for me, what the crater of Mount St. Helens looks like. Look at a plane going over. Whoa, it's upside down. Woo! I hope you can see that barrel roll. That was awesome. Now he's doing a dive. That was good timing on my part. Wow. You know, we've all seen the pictures and we've all seen the footage, but seeing this in real life, you have no idea how huge this is. So it seems like it's not that big, like it's not that far away, but in reality, we are very far from the center. This crater is huge. It is massively huge. And that lake is 6 miles away. It's hard to compute. But look at this. That is absolutely insane. And you can hike along this ridge. It's crazy. All along the ridge you can hike. And I don't know how far down that is. It's got to be maybe 1,000 feet down or something like that. Maybe more, I really don't know. So to give you an idea of what it looks like the way I hiked up, you can see all the snow down there, and it's just this barren wasteland. It's very, very difficult to climb up, but that's the only way. That's the only way to climb up here, so you have to do it. So all in the middle, this whole bulge here came about in like 2003, 2004. It started building up and building up. And now it sits here and there's steam coming out of it from all over the place. I don't know if you can see that. But what's more interesting than that is every once in a while, there's like this creaking and moaning that comes from, I'm assuming underneath the ice. I don't know what it is. My guess is that the volcano it's alive. It's an active volcano. So it's constantly shifting and moving, and it's actually pretty intimidating to hear it. Really amazing. So this may give you a better idea of how big this crater is. Look how small I am compared to this. Incredible. So like I was saying, Spirit Lake is down there, and that's where we were in the beginning of this video. During the eruption, the entire lake was changed. It was reformed. What it looks like now was not what it looked like the day before the eruption. And world famous Harry R. Truman, owned a lodge, Spirit Lake Lodge, and when everybody was being evacuated, he refused. And he said, I spent my life here and I'll die here if that's what has to be. And they never found his body. Sad story, but an interesting one. So I really hoped you guys loved this video. This was pretty incredible making it, driving all around this area and finding these places, getting down into the forest and finding those trucks and the lava tubes, and it's amazing around here and beautiful. It's really interesting to see how nature is slowly reclaiming this area, and we'll see what it looks like in another 37 years. Maybe this will erupt again, who knows? So make sure you follow me along on my journey, and actually follow me along on Instagram because I'm going to post some interesting pictures from this trip.
Before we start, a big thank you to Nick DeWitt for tackling guest art for this episode. Today, we're going to talk about economic balance in MMOs. It's one of the most complex things you can wrestle with as a designer, and it offers a fascinating view into where real-world economic theory and the inherent strangeness of running an MMO collide. Now, this topic could easily be an entire series unto itself, but today we're going to dive into one of the most important issues that MMO economies face, the tendency toward hyperinflation. Pretty much any of you who have played an MMO for any length of time have seen this tendency in effect. The value of a gold piece in the game drops and drops as time passes. In the first month after launch, you could buy great items for 20 gold pieces. Fast forward to 3 years later, and those same items are costing 10,000 gold pieces in the auction house. This is why players eventually improvise by adopting alternate currencies, such as Stones of Jordan in Diablo 2, or Shards in Asheron's Call. But why does this hyperinflation happen in the first place, and how can we prevent it? Okay, so let's start by defining inflation. When the buying power of a given amount of currency drops, we call that inflation. So, for example, a nickel buys a lot less in the United States today than it did in 1850. As you probably know, whenever you print money in a real-world economy, you inflate the currency. Print too much money and you hit hyperinflation, an economic state where the currency effectively becomes worthless. That's essentially what's happening in all of these MMOs. You see, in the real world, governments control how much money is printed in a given amount of time so that they can regulate how much currency enters the economy, and thus control the rate of inflation to some degree. But where does currency come from in an MMO? Well, monsters. Every time a monster spawns, you're effectively printing money. Every time you kill a mob in an MMO, you either get money directly, or you get loot that can be exchanged for money. But to keep the game engaging for the players, these monsters have to respawn in a timely fashion, with an amount of loot and currency similar to what they had last time they spawned. If they didn't, you'd just end up with big, empty zones with nothing to fight, or people feeling cheated when the first players to get to a zone swipe all the good loot. It would be a great way to kill your MMO in a hurry. So, over time, more and more currency is being added to the world, as, in aggregate, the player base is killing and looting huge amounts of mobs. This effectively devalues the currency and leads to runaway inflation, creating the worthless currency scenario that I described before. So how do we combat this problem as designers? The standard answer is to find currency sinks, places where you can use game mechanics to take currency out of the world. The obvious go-to is your death mechanic. Every time you die in World of Warcraft, your equipment takes damage. Eventually, you have to repair it, which costs money, and that money goes to a vendor and not another player. So you're giving money to an NPC without getting any resellable goods in return, effectively taking the full value of that repair out of the world economy. It's a great design idea, but it's not going to single-handedly solve your problem. The trouble with death sinks is that it's almost impossible to make them effective enough by themselves without feeling onerous. The amount you'd have to charge for repairs would really start frustrating your players, especially those playing tank classes. The only devs I've seen come close to controlling inflation solely through death mechanics are the folks at CCP with EVE Online. In that game, the economic cost of dying is so staggering, it becomes a strong tool to rein in inflation. They also encourage large-scale player wars as a key element of the game. These wars destroy so many goods, which then must be replaced, which helps to keep inflation in check. But since death penalties alone usually aren't enough to prevent the hyperinflation incurred by player farming, what else do games do? Well, first off, they use the buy and sell prices of vendors. Note how most NPC vendors in these games only give you a very small percentage of an item's value when you try to sell it to them. Where does that value difference go? Nowhere. It falls out of the economy, effectively reducing the amount of currency in circulation. Unfortunately, this technique isn't a cure-all for the problem either, because our NPC merchants aren't all that discriminating about what they'll buy. In real life, a shopkeep would tell you, no, stop trying to sell me rusty knives, you've sold me 30 of them now, I don't want any more, get out of here. But nope, our NPCs are happy to pick up those tattered rat pelts all day long. Rags, weeds, a handful of rocks, doesn't matter if they're worthless at the auction house, that NPC will buy as many as you can bring them. This means that items which otherwise would have zero economic value now have some economic value due to our NPC vendors, which in the end often results in the sell function actually adding more currency to the economy than it removes. This is doubly true when you introduce the concept of soul-bound items. Sure, it creates scarcity for those specific items, but it also means the only place you can eventually offload them is with a vendor, which just floods more and more money into the economy. If it were a regular item, it could at least get circulated among the player base forever as players kept selling it to each other, which is a currency-neutral activity. But okay, what other options do we have? Well, there's also consumables. Potions, ammo, food and drink, all of these serve as ways to remove currency from the economy, and games which make these systems crucial parts of play tend to do so that the designers can have a big lever to pull to stop runaway inflation when they need to. Is inflation growing too fast? Well, create an expensive high-end consumable that all your players are going to want to burn through, and you can level out that problem real quick. Auction house fees are another common system. Besides simply deterring players from putting up junk auctions all the time, these fees serve to remove a small percentage of the cost of an item from the economy every time it circulates through the player base. There's also services. Have you ever wondered why you have to pay for fast travel, or why that Griffin ride costs you money? It's because it's another economic sink. This can be anything from transportation, to fees for sending letters, to money paid to open up new bank slots. All of these services take money from the player without returning a tangible good, thus effectively deleting that money from circulation. I could go on all day about this stuff, but let's talk about some of the more inventive solutions that could be used. First off, let's talk about this idea of tying currency to a consumable necessity. Let's say, for example, that you put a high-end potion into your game for 10,000 gold that every raid player is going to want every time they go raiding. Now let's say that it's only purchasable from vendors. And not only does this remove 10,000 gold from your economy every time a player swigs one, one of these things, but it also sets a baseline for the value of money. Your currency may inflate, but by essentially backing it with another good, by saying that at any point you can trade in 10,000 gold for this potion, your currency will never become worthless. Or you could tie it to real-world currency. If players can trade your in-game currency for something with real-world value, it'll inflate, but it'll always retain value. In EVE Online, Plex serve this function. Plex are game codes that can be used to pay the monthly subscription fee for the game, but they're also tradable on the in-game market, and this means that the in-game currency will always have value because it's tied directly to something with a real-world dollar value. There are also taxation systems in games, which help to keep things regulated. You want to keep your guild for another month? Well, you better pay X amount of gold. You want to keep that farmland you bought? I guess you better pay the NPC lord a few hundred guilders before the week is out. It's an effective option, although it's really hard to manage without making it feel burdensome to the player. Lastly, there's the idea of permanent purchasable upgrades for a character. We do already use this to a limited degree. Have you ever wondered why this trainer who wants to guide you through life or prepare you to save the world isn't gonna teach you that new kick until you fork over 4 platinum? It's to get that money out of the game. The problem is that this often stops at the level cap when you run out of stuff to learn, which is unfortunate because that's the place where it would actually be most effective. There is an alternative though, premium endgame trainers. Have you already maxed out your level? Well, here's a special trainer who will increase any stat you want by 1 point for 40,000 experience points and 10,000 gold. The great thing about this is that it can be an exponential system which causes the high-end players to just drain money out of the economy, which is good because those players are usually the biggest generators of inflationary influxes of cash. This stuff is all just the tip of the iceberg, but we are way out of time. If you guys found this interesting, let us know. We may come back to it. There is no shortage of special weirdness that comes with trying to craft an economy for an MMO. I'll see you next week.
Anyway, so hey, that means that was the whole alien. I was afraid I was gonna look down there and see, hey, that's a ladder. That means this is legit. This might go somewhere. I mean, it probably leads to a room filled with poison gas and a bunch of dead people who look just like me, but I don't know that, so there's room for hope, I guess. But yeah, I was expecting to look down there and see this giant eyeball looking up at me, angry at me because I blew off its eyelashes or something. Then the whole building starts shaking, and I guess I'd just ball up and cry. Because what do you do when something that big wants to kill you? I'm used to people being beneath me in so many ways. God, it smells like ass down here. Whoa, radiation, dead bodies, no. All right, I'm making a lot of progress for not knowing where the hell I'm going. Jesus Christ, look at how much we're pumping out. This is bad. I thought the other spills were bad, but I also thought they might be kind of contained, like we had some sort of plan if this happened. But this is a river. I'm not a bleeding heart ecologist, and I've got more pressing things on my mind. But fuck me, if this gets into the groundwater, well, that's it. We've already been playing crash and burn with this whole facility, but this is us pissing on the ashes as our final tribute to the whole community. I'm getting out of New Mexico. I don't care what the agreement on my lease says. I'm glad I didn't buy a house. Real estate here is going to be a thing of the past once cancer rates explode and two-headed babies start being born. Hey! You dumb shits are finally attacking the aliens! That's a big one. You know what? I'm just gonna get out of your way, let you do your job. I have total confidence in you. Go Army, or Marines, or whatever you guys are. Not you, goddammit! Spontaneous alien combustion. Works for me. See, I had a plan for how to rise up the corporate ladder, too. We promote internally, so I was gonna kidnap the wife of the company president. Then as a list of demands, I say the manager above me gets, I don't know, $50,000. Hold on. So then I let him sweat it out for a few days, release her, and then money or no money, the manager's finished. If he's not arrested, then no way in hell he's keeping his job with guilt of association like that. This isn't the right ammo. But who am I kidding? This company's never gonna recover. I wasn't looking forward to kidnapping anyway. Oh, are these grenade rounds? What the fuck? For the umpteenth time, I'm not an alien!
aliens! Unfucking believable. And here I thought they finally figured that out. That's what I get for giving people any credit. I saw them shooting the aliens and not me for once, and I assumed that the military finally got it through their thick-ass skulls which targets they're supposed to shoot at. Man, if I get indicted once I leave here, this is getting harder and harder to explain. I don't think anyone's gonna buy a few dozen counts of self-defense with a submachine gun. I think there's kind of an unspoken rule in our society that if this many people are trying to kill you, you're supposed to be dead. I need to talk to an attorney. Maybe there's some sort of Rambo clause. But wait, Rambo goes to prison after the first movie. Fuck. Lasers! Lasers. Nothing good ever happens with lasers around here. So I'm just gonna not deal with that. That's my favorite solution to any problem. It's like the classic debate of why measuring the position of an electron changes its momentum and vice versa. The only correct answer is to get drunk and set fire to things. Oh boy, more of you! These are like squeak toys from hell. Actually, if it wasn't for that shockwave thing they do, they could be useful for a new sport. We could just get a stadium, then release a dozen of them out onto the field, then get a bunch of soccer players to run out there and kick them all to death. The team that kills the most wins. Aha! Power generator. I guess we would need an odd number of them to reduce the number of draws. But there's always the problem of what if two opposing teams kill one at the same time? You know, what might work better is to kill them first, then kick their bodies into the field goals and count those as the points. And if you kick it too early and one's still alive, then that's a penalty point. Yeah, this has potential. I'm gonna stop by the patent office once I get out of here. This place reminds me of the basement of my old apartment that got flooded. Flooded because I did a cannonball to the bathtub, caused it to collapse into the floor. Damn it! Stupid worms! I'm leaving! Alright, it's moving. Mission accomplished. If any of these worms get in my hair, I swear to God, I'm just gonna freak out. Yeah, worms get in my hair, the power fails and all the lights go out, then some old guy with a raspy voice starts laughing and poking me with a stick. That would complete the experience. Oh, give me a break! Yeah, I should have known better. I fixed the generator. Maybe now they need to come in and break it. Uh-oh, everything's working fine. Better call in the military. Wait, where did they go? I didn't imagine them! Hey, there's less lasers now. There's scorch marks. They're gone. Holy shit, these were trip mines. I could have died. Huh. It's probably the military that put these trip mines here in the first place. And they just go and run into them. I don't get it. They bomb each other. They can't figure out who the civilians are. And they can't duck. Here, look how easy it is. Power slide. I graduated from MIT. My diploma's worth more than your life. Screw this. I'm just gonna wait for them to come around the corner again. Oh shit! Okay, natural selection. The dumb ones are all dead, so the survivors are a little bit smarter. I have no problem with going up to a grieving widow and telling her I'm sorry for her loss, but her husband was a rat-fuck meathead who tried to kill me for no goddamn reason because he was too stupid to learn what the word civilian means. If I hadn't put him down, he probably would have come home later and strangled you in your sleep. And not in the kinky way, either. I know how you base wives are. Okay, so where am I? Which way is north? Okay, maintenance shaft, that could be anything. Half this building is a maintenance shaft. What's that big room? Is that where the monster is? What about this radiation pit? High voltage, that has to be where I came from. But what the hell is with these distances then? Why are parts of this grayed out? Is it haunted? Why is there no exit on this map? Okay, I'm just gonna slip past here. And you're not gonna hear me because you're too big. Oh god! Okay, I'm just gonna run down because I'm scared. You're big, running. Hot! Ow! Shit! That did not make a beeping noise. Okay, that's close enough! Back. Yes! I meant to do that! Woohoo! Big reptile thing stomping around like you own the place. Well, that's why the dinosaurs went extinct. Me. The bigger they are, the cooler they are to kill. Okay, we gonna go? Yeah! If I can get out of here fast enough, maybe I'll still have time to hit the clubs tonight. I just need to shower. Whoa, 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 what's this? You've gotta be fucking kidding me. Boy, optimists are retards. This is a joke! I'm finally heading the way I'm supposed to, and somebody's gone and stacked up a wall of concrete dividers for me. This is non-negotiable. I have to go this way. I've gone down every other passage here. There hasn't even been a locked door, just a straight-up dead end. Christ, they double-stacked it. I guess I could climb over this, but that kind of defeats the purpose of killing everybody. That's why I did it, so I could have a smooth ride out of here. I deserve business class. Screw this, I'm just gonna ram it. It won't accomplish anything, but it should derail the train, and that'll look cool. This reminds me of back in high school when we had a driver's ed class and the gym teacher was asking us which was more dangerous. Crashing a motorcycle at 60 miles per hour into a haystack, or crashing a motorcycle at 60 miles per hour into a concrete divider. He got mad and started yelling at the class when no one answered. Okay, time to end my tram operating career. If I was a conductor, this is how I would want to retire. Just jump off and let it speed away with everyone on board. Hey, what the hell? That should have stopped the dump truck! I don't understand anything today. Maybe they were made out of styrofoam and just painted to look like concrete. Somebody was just trying to psych me out so I wouldn't go this way. Well, it didn't work. I made it through anyway. I'm too clever for that. Actually, I guess I'm not, because I really did think it was concrete. But nobody was around to see me get confused, so I'm still a genius. Oh my... I've got to get out of here. This is like a repeat of when I worked in fast food that summer. Oh, God! Well, I guess this part's a little different. I mean, we would joke about mystery meat, but look at this. Okay, elevator good. Sparks bad. Damn it! Quit being metal! If I was a wizard, this wouldn't be happening. Nobody's doing their job. Why is everyone who's not me such a problem? You know, some people might argue I'm only focusing on the negative, but I think that's because I can't think of one thing today anyone else has done right. All anyone has been doing today has been breaking things, running around screaming, shooting the wrong people, or dying. I mean, what am I supposed to say to people? Wow, you sure did a good job falling down that elevator shaft. Or, way to lock yourself inside the freezer. I'm so proud of you. Gunfire. I've changed my stance from that being a happy thing. Hey, don't mind me, guys. I'm just passing through. Okay, you can cut that out. I'm really not trying to get in anybody's way. Oh my God, why is everyone so hostile? This thing's spinning. I'm getting dizzy. I can't shoot you accurately when I'm dizzy. Where are you? No! You flanking me? I'm ready. Sort of. I should have been a pirate.
Arr, these caverns be no place for a gentleman of fortune such as myself. I sees no more agitators in the forward. I best be plotting a new course for the topside. Avast! Gunner up the starboard bow! If it's a fair fight you're looking for, then you've come to the wrong man. Yar, the battle be raging outside, making now the perfect time to plunder. Devil burn me, these stores be filled with empty boxes. What manner of trickery be behind this? Arr, enough of these monkey shines. It's time I be handing out a lesson in humility to these swabs. Fire the cannon! Arr, har, 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 har. Them that dies be the lucky ones. And there'll be plenty luck going round today. How there, squire? What say ye to joining me crew? I gives you me affidavit, I give you a cut of any loot we take.
Okay, why not?
Yeah.
Didn't want to die alone anyway.
Yar! That be the spirit! Arr! Get down! Get down, I said! You blundering squid, what good are you now? Arr! This scallywag be a right thorn in me side. Let it be known that...
Okay, that's enough of that. I've got another 20 years and a lot of whiskey drinking before my voice sounds like that normally. No more piracy for me. So do I still have problems? I still have problems. This sounds like a job for Ambassador Pineapple. You'll be representing me on the floor. Now go out there and work your magic. Oh, sounds like we came to a resolution. So what's this? Surrender. Oh, shit. They know my name! Fuck. This changes everything. I can't just waltz out of here now. I'm wanted! Damn it, my beard betrayed me. They got an ID because I'm the only fucking scientist here with a beard. If I'd gone with that stupid Einstein here, they wouldn't be able to pick me out from a lineup. You're dead. Wow. I can't even make fun of that. Military intelligence aside, how did they know I was gonna be here? This is a dead end. Okay, that's it. No more side paths. What is that? Jesus Christ! Next stop, right here! You can have the tram! Fuck! You just wrecked my train of thought. I should turn my light off. So, are we cool now? I don't think he sees me. That's good, but oh! I don't like how liberal this guy is about firing rockets inside an underground tunnel. Goddamn rocket launcher. You know, everyone's always told me that I'm paranoid and I need to calm down. But guess what? I'm alive, and everyone who said that is dead. That's the ultimate proof that someone doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. Follow my advice and you'll die just like me. I have the US military spray painting my name on a wall, setting laser traps, and firing a fucking rocket launcher at me, and people have the gall to call me paranoid. Fuck them. Fuck everybody. Anyone who doesn't listen to me deserves the fate they get. I should kill everyone just on principle. See, this is what I'm talking about. Aliens aren't invading, Freeman. You're just being paranoid. The mailman's not spying on you, Freeman. You're just being paranoid. What else? There's no society of anthropomorphic frog people living in the sewer, Freeman. You're just being paranoid. Owls can't read your thoughts, Freeman. You're just being paranoid. Bet you wouldn't call me paranoid now if you were still alive. I really am bummed they've identified me, though. That means I'm a fugitive now. So they've probably frozen my bank accounts. I need to get back to Massachusetts. I have about $10,000 in gold buried in Harold Parker State Forest that I put there for exactly this kind of situation. Haha! Elevator! Yes! Oh my god, it goes up and it doesn't even snap. This is amazing. What? You know, I'm really starting to think maybe this whole thing isn't a rescue operation. If I'm gonna level this place, I'm not gonna be half-assed about it. I'm gonna do it right. I have to blow everything up! It's the only way to prove I'm not crazy! Okay, down, 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 down. Oh, boy. I didn't think this through very well. I can't keep rationalizing away everything like this or I'm gonna die! Today's episode is brought to you by the number 8. Just what are we shipping anyway? These look like engine parts. Oh god! No! Stop! Stop that! Stop! What the fuck? Did they just pop out of a box? Why were they in a box? That's Looney Tunes crap. Jesus! Well, they caught me off guard, I'll give them that. I wonder if that was their idea or if it came from up the chain of command. Yeah, I can envision some cigar-smoking general ordering this.
Yeah, put 2 soldiers in a box. When the enemy approaches, they just jump out. It's brilliant.
I bet they're both named Jack, too. Whoa, lots of lasers. Watch your step. So, I guess let's check out the— Whoa! What is that? Hell's Coat Rack? I don't think so. Yeah! Ah! Die, 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 die! Okay, I think I got him. They flanked me, which is why I know there's one under here. Oh, maybe not. Marco! Oh wait, he's the blind one, so that means I'm Polo. Shit. Polo! Polo! What? Oh cool, I won! Time for the victory dance. Wait. There could still be some more players. And what the hell is that crackling sound? Yeah! So you're the one behind all this. Okay, let's see if I can go another 10 yards without running into any soldiers. Nope. Hey, I'm outside!
responsible? Sabotage, maybe?
No.
Maybe?
No.
All I know for sure is he's been killing my buddies.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Ru-
He'll pay. He will definitely pay.
There, that's for trying to guilt trip me. Yeah, the big bad Freeman. Of course, you guys didn't start shit. I don't know why I'm a patsy, but I'm not gonna take it. Fuck the system. Ugh, I'm outside. All right. Oh. Wait, what the hell am I doing? That's right, I was gonna get out of here. The moon's a secondary objective. I'll try some random numbers. No. Okay, 1337. No. 1234. Ah ha ha! You know, as much as I'd like to claim this is the result of me being a genius, it's more that someone else was not. We probably spent tens of millions on this security system, then paid our janitor minimum wage to install it. Knowing this code makes me a threat to national security now. Speaking of threats! Whoa! He just... Did I see that right? That guy in the beret just shot a grenade round at his buddies there. I don't think he was even aiming for me. I was just the excuse. I mean, what is this? The Three Stooges joined the Corps? There are 3 of them. This is crazy. Not that I'm complaining about the friendly fire, but wow. I always expected this sort of thing to happen to the Stooges, actually. That one day Mo would just fucking lose it and kill the other 2 Stooges for incompetence. But these guys are just saying Alpha Bravo position flanker Gamma Delta. So yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, you can stop. Guys, I can't even hear myself think. Wait, what am I doing? Hey, what's this do? Uh-oh. Maybe I should stop pressing every button I see. Jesus Christ, I launched a missile. I'm not helping anything. Ah, my eyes. Gaze upon the fiery doom of this earth. So, guess I just started World War III. This has been a busy day. But in the end, there's only one thing that matters. I did not leave any fingerprints. I was wearing my suit. I'm getting out of here. Oh, and what's this? Could this be a ridged pipe that leads straight up the rock face? I think it is. Ah. That's right. I'm in New Mexico, aren't I? The middle of the desert. The middle of the desert. Now that I think about it, the flight in here might have been longer than I remembered. So if I were to just pack it on foot, how far could I go? If I had food and water, which I don't, I could go 20, maybe 30 miles in a day, assuming the sun didn't beat me down, which it would. I really should have thought about this sooner. Okay, so maybe walking out is not the way to go here. Damn it. Alright, I'm going to have to find a car. God, the fun just doesn't end today, does it? Well, that's not a problem. I can go. I'm going to kill everyone. Oh, no, no, no. Is this the only path left? Not down. I don't do down anymore. I've renounced my status as king of the underworld. Well, I'm not going down there, so that's the end of it. Yeah, it even has the red glow of hell lighting there. There must be a way out of here that doesn't go straight through hell. Well, if there's one thing I've learned today, it's that missile launches are not like the movies at all. I thought there were all these procedures, 2 different people with special keys, a small crew of people to monitor all the systems, but no, it's just a big red button that says launch. Ah! Where the fuck did that come from? Okay, go, 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 go. Then we're all in agreement. Let's take the ladder. The hell is this? Looks like some sort of camera? Could I sell this? Looks like good quality, whatever it is. Does this come out? No. Oh, wait, there's some sort of trigger in the back. Oh. I saw these. Okay, I think I'm done messing with this one. I don't want to touch it anymore. I'll take this one. I'll just hope it doesn't turn on while I'm carrying it. I think... What? No! No, no, no! Not again! I'm out! Uniform! New Yorkers talk like they're all big and bad. They don't deal with half of this shit in the subway. Damn, I'm kinda hungry, huh? It's all this swimming and beating things to death with a crowbar. I should have brought some more snacks with me. Well, I'm not the only one who's hungry. Jesus Christ, do we keep sharks down here? We're probably trying to take over the world, and I don't even know it. What's that say?
Did you?
Jesus Christ, I would have shot you. Okay. Alright, let's take a look. Damn it, that thing's still alive. I don't care. What's this dart say? 100 cc's. What the hell? This is xylazine. I can't get high off of this. God damn it. Oh my god. Fuck you, fish! Yeah! Call me Ishmael, bitch! I'm still squeamish about setting off explosives underground. I'm sure the studies show... Oh, look, ammo. Ow, shit! I'm boxed in! Piss off! Yeah, that fish in a barrel trick doesn't work so well when the fish has a shotgun, does it? Well, that was interesting. Looks like the aliens are taking a page from the military's book. The military puts soldiers in a box to pop out of. The aliens wait out of the box for me to go into. And it worked! Tactical combat is strange, man. Okay, people, let's see your options. McIntyre, you first. Well, I don't really want to get back in the water this quarter. For starters, I just killed a shark, okay? And I saw something swimming down there, so how can that be good? Nox, what do you think? See, I thought of that too, but the big gaping hole strategy is flawed due to the ragged chunks of metal surrounding it. No, gentlemen, I think there's only one course for our company. Allow me to demonstrate. Yeah, I'd like to see a fish do this. I think this proves that in addition to aliens, I am superior to fish as well. Damn it! Hey, what's this do? Uh-oh. Off! Wait, I was supposed to stop pressing strange buttons, wasn't I? Quiero un poco de drogas. ¿Dónde están? Tengo dinero.
Gordon Freeman, it is you.
Oh, you speak English.
The science team
Even
has been
better.
tracking your progress with the Black Mesa security system. Unfortunately, so is the military. That suit of yours is full of tracking devices.
What?
Still, it's better than going naked in this place. It's cold in there.
Tracking
You'll
devices?
have to hurry. It could sap your suit power in a matter of moments.
I'm being tracked?
If you're bent on reaching the Lambda complex, then you'll want to stick to the older industrial areas where the security system is full of holes.
What?
It's worked for me so far.
No, shut up. What the hell is this? I have tracking devices on me? No wonder everyone keeps popping out to kill me. Why can nobody else be bothered to tell me this? You said everyone's monitoring me. That means everyone's in on this. I'm gonna need a minute to think about this. Okay, this is getting real. I'm kind of used to anyway, but if I take it off and I get shot, then that's it. I'm fucked. You know what I'm saying, man? You should. You don't even have a weapon. And don't think I'm gonna give you one. Well, I'm not stripping in front of you in case you're wondering. There's too many damn people in this building. Whoa, drafty. Okay. Oh my god, it's cold in here. Is this 10 fucking Kelvin?
Freeman, right?
Yeah?
I have a message for you. Make sure you don't...
Duh. Okay, 10-4. I'll be sure not to do that. My intuition tells me that wasn't the full message. Something about him killing himself to make a point doesn't add up. That and the silenced gunshot makes me think there's something devious going on here. Aha! I don't see anyone. Maybe the problem went away. Maybe I willed it out of existence. Maybe he was the magical sniper fairy that comes and gives silenced hollow point rounds to people who don't eat their vegetables. That was one of the Grimm's tales, right? Ha ha ha! Ninjas! These aren't fairies, they're ninjas! So what should I do about this suit? What with the ninjas tracking me and all? I'm starting to like how it's painted bright orange. I think it makes people want to shoot me in the torso instead of the head. So should I take it off or leave it on? I don't know. The stripper's dilemma. If I wasn't a fugitive, I could publish a paper on this and get some money. I'll wait and keep it on until I find a car, then ditch it. No! Cut it out!
That's it. Where are we taking this Freeman guy? Outside for questioning. What the hell for? We got him. Let's kill him now.
No.
And if they find the body? Body? What body?
Okay, people, listen up. Today we're talking about fermions. Fermions have a half integer spin, not a full integer spin. Those are bosses. Where am I? Hold on. I think we're gonna have to move to another room. Somebody's renovating this place, I guess. I'm so confused. My head hurts. Man, I'm sore all over. I feel like I got my ass kicked. Jesus Christ. What was I doing in there? How did I even get in here? I want a drink. It doesn't have to be bourbon. I'm not too picky. You know, anything at least 80 proof. It smells like dog vomit in here. Oh, a hatch. There's the answer. Oh, I don't know if I can reach it. I'll find a stick or something. What the hell did I do last night? I mean, obviously something happened. I woke up in a trash compactor again. Good God, I'm in the middle of nowhere. How did I get here? Am I a werewolf? I seem to remember a lot of gunfire from yesterday. That's odd. Oh, he dropped his clip. I'll take it. Maybe I can sell it back to him. I wonder how much I can get from him. Probably at least 20 bucks. Oh, what's going on here? Fuck! I'm not gonna get my 20 bucks from him, am I? Okay, I'm still lost. Well, I think that's making sense. Biology had an accident, the specimens spread, but how do I play into this? I was probably down there trying to hit on Heather again, and maybe she just lost it and knocked me unconscious. Then tried to dump my body because, let's face it, she's pretty stone cold. Shit, they're back. Well, it didn't work, Heather. Now I have a gun. You can't stop the Freeman. Well, okay, I guess doors can stop the Freeman. I woke up sober, and that sucks. So that must mean the experiment was not a success. I probably got into some fights then. Oh man, this is where I just was. Ah, well, it beats the desert. Ah. See, this is how you get promoted. What I'm doing right now, this is progress. I'm sure of it. If this ends up being a fuel line and gas starts flooding in here, I'm gonna look really stupid. Oh, this looks promising. I was expecting spinning saw blades or a pool of acid. This is much better. But why are there no doors here? Did I actually enter this room in the correct manner? Maybe the room itself is alive. Oh my God, I'm gonna well, hey, this room looks like something. It has steps and everything. That means I'm done with the meat processing ride. I think my values have dropped considerably since I woke up. Instead of getting to work on time, now I just want to not die. And, oh my God, this is that same room. I've gone in a giant circle again. This is horrible. Well, I suppose this is good preparation for later in life if I get Alzheimer's. I'll wake up not remembering everything, but still be able to escape the retirement home. Wait, what am I saying? I'm not gonna get Alzheimer's. People who stay mentally active have resistance against that, and I mentally dominate everyone. When I get old, I'm gonna buy that walking cane I saw that secretly transforms into a sword and scare the hell out of anyone who doesn't show me respect. I wonder if I'll need a separate shampoo for my beard than I will for my hair. Oh, another gun! Wah! Okay, what the fuck did I just shoot? I'm totally justified, whatever it is. Looks like a cross between a leopard and Cthulhu. Yep, that's definitely not a cockroach. Wait, I've seen these things before. Oh shit, I remember now. These are aliens, of course. I remember everything. I was in the test chamber, I was going to load the new sample in, then somebody cut the lights, and then some of the scientists put on these creepy looking robes and started lighting torches. Then one of them got on the intercom and started chanting this crazy ritual. Next thing I know, we have beings from another dimension teleporting in here like we're giving away free t-shirts. Oh no, not this room again. I don't understand. Why do we make rooms that can't be accessed connect to other rooms that can't be accessed? Hey, these aren't doing anything. There, now they're all in the off position. Piece of crap. Why make a switch box that's clearly labeled, easily accessible, if it doesn't actually work? Now an optimist would say, hey, that's 2 out of 3. I say that's bullshit. Oh, I wasn't asking for a second opinion. Least of all yours. This is not a democracy. I have a gun, so I'm in charge. Many governments around the world function on this principle, and some of them last for months. Body low. Whoa! Nice speed. I guess today's more interesting than usual. I mean, I'm body surfing on a conveyor belt at some creepy factory. Most people don't do that, even on weekends. I hope this leads to one of those big plastic ball pits they have at themed pizza restaurants. That would almost make up for all the switches. You know what? I'm gonna go back to sleep. It's not like I have to work today. No. Holy shit, was that a bat? No? Guess not. I can't sleep. I know I saw a bat. Jesus Christ. Oh, God! Oh, they have different stomping patterns. Yeah, that's really necessary. Ah! Oh, this one's full of tricks. It's tapping out more than the fucking belt. Red lights walking backwards. Give me some more pressure. I don't have enough. Yes, biohazard. Perfect. Thank you. Ah, falling to my death. Tank of acid. Superb. Sidestepping. Well, that drop wasn't too bad. Maybe I'm developing a resistance. It's like that joke on the Addams Family, where Gomez tells an insurance agent he's learning to skydive with a smaller and smaller parachute until he doesn't need one at all. That was a cool show. I identified with Thing. What is this thing? It looks like a shrine. Maybe it breaks so much they decided to install a light here for the workers rather than replace it. If your logic acts into the assumption that this thing will be breaking forever, then some decisions start making more sense. Something tells me you're not going to contribute anything to this conversation. I'm a good debater, though you do make a strong argument for not going that way. Oh hey, a door. This means that the builders of this temple were civilized. No, my mistake. They're savages. But who am I to question their ways? Maybe they play hide and go seek here when it's a slow shift. Maybe they're doing it right now. And you are it. I win. It would be fun to be known as a strangler. I mean, it wouldn't be worth it to strangle people just to get the name. But if the police came up with a name for me like the Sneaky Strangler, that would be cool. Okay, good. This sign points straight, not left 4 times in a row. That would piss me off. Well, what am I talking about? I have a PhD. They call me Dr. Strangelove. Actually, that could be a porn name, but only for the edgier stuff. Ah? Oh god, I'm out of ammo! Whose job was it to reload? They're fired! What do you mean there's no ammo left? You're fired too! Ah! Yep, I blew up the conveyor. Now the district manager has to commit harikari, I guess. This reminds me of those old video games from Japan that were impossible to beat. And if you died, they would tell you how many fingers to cut off to preserve your honor. Man, that barely damaged it. I guess it was a practiced explosive. Are you fucking kidding me? 2? Just in case the first one wasn't enough? Jesus Christ. I can't crap walk out of here. Okay, I'll just grab the side. It squeeze through. Oh my God, it sucks. Big loss. Ah, door. I can make time for that. If you ask me whether I'd rather open a door or try to kill myself, actually scratch that. Those are shitty options. I just want to leave. Oh, this is that door. So leaving was never an option. Now crawling in circles until you fucking die, there's an option. I like that option. Let's go with that option. Ah! Ah! Wait, I have satchel charges. I could bring this whole building down. Actually, I could get past this conveyor. I'll try that first, then I'll blow up the building. Drop off! Are you kidding? This is even worse than I expected. This is something out of a cartoon. Oh my God, those jaws killed that space bug like an earth bug. Oh wow, my lucky day. This is a dream come true. I was a kid and I went to see Santa Claus. I told him I wanted to be in a cage fight with these tiny fucking monsters jumping at my face. And I wanted the floor to be made of a giant crusher that could kill me in one quick motion. And the sides to be slanted so if I slipped I'd immediately die. And now I have it all. What more can I possibly ask for? Okay, I'm your dance instructor. No, you're starting too early. Stop that. I said stop that. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, left. No, your rhythm's all wrong. I give up. I can't teach this class. Some people just don't want to learn, you know? What? Whoa! How did something that big sneak up on me? Yeah, that got you to calm down. I can see you know what this is. Good. We're having some interspecies communication. Buttons locked. Computers locked. Well, I'm the locksmith. Alarms? You'd think I was... Oh, God! See, this is why people need to do their own work. When I have to do their jobs for them, this is what happens. Did I kill it? Ah! Okay, the bullet test is inconclusive, so let's see how it responds to a different set of stimuli. Hypothesis confirmed. Oh, hey, I need some help. Don't be shy. Wow, that is beyond rude. Oh, shit. I forgot. Everyone's trying to kill me. Yeah, of course. It's not my imagination. Everyone is trying to kill me. Aha! Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, everyone dies. Oh, it's that time of the year again. Tag, you're it. Not you, the other guy. You're it. No tag backs. Oh, I think I got him. Yeah, that's right. Thought you could take cover in this completely empty hallway with nothing in it. And the door opens, so that means you weren't trying to run away. So that really was your plan. Well, you're not gonna make Sergeant like that. Okay, I need everybody to calm down! Just calm down! I can't help anyone if you're not calm! Are we calm yet? Yes? No? But, oh my God! We need to relax! You're not relaxed! Jesus Christ! This session's off to a rocky start, but I think I just need to change tactics. Okay, listen up, everybody! Are we calm? Relax and follow the sound of my voice! I need you to take deep breaths! Deep breaths! Yes, that's good! No, not like that! Start over! Actually, I think that's all the time we have for today. We'll meet again next week. Okay, now that everyone's calmed down, we can start thinking rationally. I'm hearing voices again. What?
It's much too unpredictable. Don't let it overcharge.
What do you mean,
You know, for every mistake I make, somebody else is making an even bigger one. Ugh. Well, I'm not touching that thing. I doubt it's any safer with blood all over it. I guess I'm getting jaded in that seeing some body parts lying around doesn't freak me out the way it used to. It still freaks out most people. A lot. Like if we're able to oh hey, a button. Damn, I don't think it has any power. But yeah, if we're ever able to clone body parts easily, I just want to sprinkle them across the countryside and covertly videotape people discovering them. Small towns where not a lot happens would be best. Just leave a severed arm lying there on Main Street. Especially if they don't know it's cloned. Wait, I've already been here. Christ. So then a week later I come back and leave a cloned leg there that's just as fresh, so they think I'm hacking up some guy in my basement. People would worry over nothing. It'd be great.
Escort us to the lobby, and we can get out of the lab.
Well,
We'll have to shut down the
Jesus
surgical
Christ!
unit first. Peter
Trying to
switched it on,
flank
but
me!
I'm afraid he never made it back.
Okay, everybody shut up! I need to think. Okay, I won't be killing you because you told me exactly what I wanted to hear.
The containment system has completely
Hey,
failed.
what did I just say? I could still change my mind. There's enough in this clip for every one of you. Okay, let's do the get outside thing. You come with me.
With my brains and your brawn, we'll make an excellent team.
Oh, so you think you're the brains of this operation, huh?
I'll wait.
Goddamn right you will.
I never suspected such things could be.
Okay, Dopey, you come with me.
All right.
Okay, now this slicer is kind of dangerous. You ought to know. You designed it. But just take your time. It's only a concentric circle pattern. All you have to... What the fuck? Okay, people, time for plan B.
Who is responsible for this mess?
I don't like how you're looking at me. Are we gonna have a problem here?
Let's go.
Good. Okay, I guess you two.
I certainly hope you know what you're doing.
That's it. I've had enough flip from you. You stay.
I'm slowing you down, am I?
No, you're pissing me off is what you're doing. Oh, now watch out here. These aliens ended up on display somehow. I hate these things and you should too. And don't tap on the glass. They hate that. See, watch this. Shit! I didn't mean to do that! Ow!
I can keep going.
Wow, you're pretty chill about all this. Kind of unnaturally so. I guess you're autistic. Great. Well, here's the scanner. Ah! I said no tag back! What the hell? Oh my god, I'm outside at last! Again! Ah! This endless desert isn't big enough for the both of us. Oh, somebody did not hear me through their helmet. You know, the art of war talks about terrain, spies, the use of fire, but I bet if Sun Tzu had access to satchel charges, he would have authored a whole new section on them alone. Wow, they didn't notice that? They must be listening to the radio. I'm gonna change the station. Wow, I didn't know we had a dam. Had a dam. I don't think my suit can stop mortar shells. Oh, a helicopter with rockets. So that means climbing the rocks out of here isn't really an option. Well, shit. Boy, I feel like an idiot. I'm showing up with a gun to an artillery fight. That's like showing up with a rocket launcher to a tactical warhead fight. Of course, I didn't know this was going to be an artillery fight. Oh boy. I don't even want to be here. They can blow up the damn for all I care. Damn it! I'm pretty sure this is unconstitutional. Even cops aren't allowed to mortar people. I mean, what happened? Was there an emergency session of Congress to vote on bombing me? Okay, think. I guess I'll just rush them. If I stagger my approach, they should miss. No, I changed my mind! I don't want to die! Shark! Shark! Stop shooting me! I'm not the enemy! Get your head out of the clouds! Boy, what's it take to get some peace and quiet around here? So, let's assess the situation. I'm in a damn canyon. I'm stuck on this damn tower. What's in this damn room anyway? It's a damn button. Sounds like that did something.